A top 15 matchup in college basketball between two bitter Big Ten rivals. There is a hot battle right now for a top 4 seed in the Big Ten tournament to get a triple bye. We know Michigan's got a triple bye locked up. We know they're going to get one of them. But we got a few teams fighting for 3 remaining spots. Illinois, Nebraska, and then these 2 teams right here. This game could go a long way to deciding who finishes top 4 in the Big Ten, gets that triple bye, and can increase their seeding heading into March Madness. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. My name is Jaguar Gator 9. Appreciate being here on this Thursday night. If you've never been to one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire away on the channel, any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see them. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this one? Michigan State or Purdue? If you are a member, you can share your support for either one of these teams with the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for the Spartans and the boilermakers. How's it going? Matthew is going Summer JP. Almost Friday. Amen to that. Oh, I didn't see Rob Grant. I did not see that. Did not see that. Big game here, obviously. Same starting 5 as always for Purdue. Kaufman, Wren, Clough, Cox, Smith, and Lawyer. Then Michigan State, Scott, Kohler, Carr, Cooper, and Fears. Michigan State coming off that win against Ohio State. Purdue coming off that dominant win against their in-state rival, Indiana, winning the rematch by 29 points. Charles Southern leads at the half against Winthrop. Oh, boy. Yeah, High Point gets the 1 if they win this game or if Winthrop loses one of their final 2. Yeah, but Winthrop looks vulnerable. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I saw that Bruce Fromming died at 37 years as an umpire. Wow. Yeah, that'd be a great first round for the Browns. You're not kidding on that one. You're not kidding there. Yeah, Lehman, holy cow. Apologies for getting to the OT stream. We'll do an OT stream tomorrow. New video out, though, about the 92 Seahawks. Here we go, underway here. Tip-off, won by Michigan State. They're going right to left. Purdue left to right. We got 64% Iran with the road team. Michigan State to win this one. Michigan State wins the tip, and we are underway. Bounce pass down low. Guarded up top. Now goes back up top to the point. It falls for Scott. Scott feeds it out wide to Carr. Carr dumping it down low on the left side. Cooper tries to post up here. No help defense. It's 1-on-1 with Cooper. And Cooper, the baby hook, got it. No help defense whatsoever. An easy baby hook there for Cooper. Number 2 song of the day, Stupid in Seattle. Ooh, okay, so September or October of 92. I'm going to guess on that one. Ooh, man. I'm going to guess It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yes. No, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that. Bad pass there on the far side. Smith gets it back, though. Dumps it down low. Trying to post up here on the far side. Double team arrives. Good defense by Cooper. Has to feed a wild pass to the near side in the corner. Gets it, though. Smith goes back up top of the point. 3-ball. Cox got it. Yeah, the Steelers. Ooh, that's a bad report card. That's a really bad report card. Facilities are bad. Fields bad. Not surprised. Standards a standard, baby. Marlins won. All right. Yeah, wait for simple comments of a 7-way tie with the ladder tournament. That'd be insane. Loose on the right side. Picked off, and now Purdue going down the floor. Yeah, let me think about this one. Purdue will likely lose from pretty easily. I don't know about that. Top 15 matchup. Down low it goes. Trying to work on Kohler, and the layup is good from the far side. It is number 45 on that one. Oscar Clough, the senior. 5 straight for the Boilers. Change some of my laptop screen like the Catafan. Yeah, go to the damn Mingles release, September 92. In the restricted area, goes out wide on the near side, left side, corner 3. That one too strong on the play for Carr, and the rebound falls for Purdue. They take it down the near side here. Purdue taking it down across half-court at Smith. Smith on the far side, gives it off, now dumps it down low, trying to post up on Cooper. From the third block on the far side. Help defense arrives, going to have to reset the play. Still trying to drive it, feeds it down low, finds Clough down low, and that's 7 straight. Well, they got an F for bathrooms, locker rooms. They got an F for ownership, being complacent. Got an F for the field conditions because it's used for Pitt and for high school teams as well. Yeah, Dolphins got number 1. Yeah, Ross knows what he's doing in terms of giving people the resources to succeed. Now he's got to find the right people on the staff. Cooper, up top, goes back on the right side. Set Fears, double teamed on the right side. Goes back up top by the point. 10 on the shot clock here. 7 straight for Purdue. From the left elbow now, driving here is Carr. Carr spins around, finger roll from the left side. Can't get the putback's no good. The tip-in's no good. And the rebound falls for Kaufman. Wren, who'll give it off on the near side to Smith. Smith trying to go coast to coast. Smith, reverse lay-in. 9-0 run for the Boilers. A 9-0 run. And Michigan State takes it down, trying to go coast to coast. That feeds on the baseline, cutting his Carr. Carr layup on the left side from the block. Got it. Stops the 9-0 run. Yeah, 5 stalls for a whole team is insane. For 90 players, 5 stalls, that is nuts. Final game of the regular season? Yes, it is. Yep, it's High Point's final game of the season. Ooh, number 2 song, 92. I'm trying to think number 2 song, 92. Late 92. Oh, man. I'm going to go... Man, that is hard. Pick on the left side set. Now driving inside here. Behind the back pass. Nice feed to the free throw line, but the floater by Kaufman Wren is no good. Brave on the play, falls for Smith. Now goes near side. Cox dumps it down low. I'm just going to guess it's so hard to think about it yesterday. I don't think it's right, but I'm just going to go with that. Swings around. Clough. Finger roll from the near side. Got it. Purdue dominating on the offensive side right now. They scored 93 last time. Shot 65% for the field. Picking up right where they left off. Ball goes out of play. Same with Michigan State. Yeah, Purdue is not St. John's. They are not. Nope. Yeah, Ruben Bain, not from the combine, is disgraceful and professional and should be an instant turn for anyone picking the top 9. I think it should be disgraceful for anyone picking inside the top 50? I think top 50, I wouldn't touch him. He's not a top 50 player. Yeah, Aaron Glenn falling asleep. God, they cannot fire him soon enough. Yeah, high point up by 10 at the half. On the right side, baseline now goes down low on the right side for Carr. Carr puts it up, and that one's good. So that's Cooper, not Carr. From the right block, 11-6. Baby by TLC. Oh, man. One of the few. That did not hit number 1. That didn't even hit number 1. Good song. You can slip to the combine because you got an analyst coach's report card. Yep. Up top by the logo, reset here. Smith back up top. Fakes the catch and shoot. Lawyer from the far side goes back up top to Smith by the logo. Smith gives off near side. Give and go with Kaufman Wren. Smith off his foot, or actually off the foot of Michigan State. Off Fears' foot. Has to go to Detroit. Appreciate tuning in. Put 9 grand my wife's for okay money on Purdue 4.5. Probably shouldn't do that, but man, probably should not do that. Well, leave me going to the D3 tournament. Good for them. Going off Watson being the starting quarterback because they're keeping Judy, so they trade down. Both get, yep, makes sense. Makes sense. Goes up top, alley-oop. What a find! Caught napping off the inbound. Smith off the assist. Finds his big man for the dunk. Yeah, Netflix not getting the Netflix is not getting Warner Brothers now at this point. You know, Jackson on first round pick. Nope, we don't have the first round pick. Scott. It's the first time we ever don't have it. Cooper gives out wide on the right side to Fears. Guarded by Clough up top, off the switch. Now going to drive inside. Fears, finger roll from the receptor. Can't get it. And the tip in, no good. Rebound falls for Purdue. Take it down the near side is Smith. He'll pull up for 3 in transition. That one misses short. Rebound, last touch by Clough. Going out of bounds for Michigan State. Getting it back. And when we get back here, you never expect out of the deal. The price may have been too high. What's worse than why? Glenn falling asleep or Parsons laying down on the trainer's table? Well, Parsons, that was intentional. What Parsons did was intentional and was selfish. Glenn, look, it happens if you fall asleep. It's a bad look, but it happens. It's not like you're trying to fall asleep. Number 2 later in the year. Okay. Michigan State almost also has it. They did. They did last time out. Santa Clara, St. Mary's are closer again than St. John's, UConn, easily. Oh, it's not even close. Yeah, Santa Clara, St. Mary's was close until the final, 8 minutes. Still feel vindicated about Aaron Glenn? Yep, you're right on that. Yeah, that's a bad look for the Jets. It's a really bad look for Glenn. Simpson's getting traded. Where will be traded to? What's the deal? I can see the Vikings. I could definitely see Minnesota for a 4th. That could be a conditional 3rd. How can I do the intro anymore? I try to. It's only if I have the time. The problem is that the intro is the longest to do for college basketball versus college football. So I try to do the intro. The problem is that sometimes, like today, I was processing the video, so I didn't have time to get the intro ready before I had to get on stream. Yeah, MHJ wants out because he wants to be a number 1. He feels he isn't a 1. Well, he should probably catch the ball better. That would help. Hard to be a 1 when you're dropping everything. Purdue shot 65% last time, 67% tonight, and Clough down low, the big man, already 8 points for him. He only had 6 last game against Indiana. Not they need his contributions on the offensive side because they won by 29 points. Dungy being fired, thank God. Fire everyone. Everyone except Kornacki needs to go. Retool everything. Clean house. It's a boring show. It's a terrible show. It's the worst pregame show of the bunch. Clean it, house, start over. Yeah, Cards have a better NFL a report grade than the Steelers. Yeah, that is so funny. Although Bill got an F, which I'm not surprised by. Bill got an F. Oh no, I love the intro. Just haven't had time to do it. Yeah, there was an NBC Sports Network extra. Yeah, I don't even get an NBC Sports Network. I'm just watching this on Peacock. Oh no, I'm with you on that one, Jackson. I'm with you there. Google says if they were to stumble and Winthrop wins out, they could share the title. Yep. Yo, Winthrop would get the 1. Winthrop would get the 1 seed. Tree is probably Copen and Steven. Yep. Copen and Steven. Should the Cards just stay and go 0-17? Well, they're not going to because Austin Ford's still the GM, and if he goes 0-17, they're getting fired. He's getting fired because he's from the previous regime. So they're not going to tank. They need to get rid of Bidwell. Look, you can tank all you want. The Cards can tank all they want, but the problem is in-house. Nothing's going to change as long as Bidwell's there. As long as Bidwell's there, that team will be losers and forever be losers. You can tank, get a generational prospect, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter at all, as long as Bidwell's still the owner. He's not going to look inside and change anything. Where does Dungy go now? Probably the politics route. Honestly, unironically, I think the politics route. I think he's going to try running for office. He's not getting picked up by anyone. Keep you updated with him, Charles Southern. All good. It won't matter if High Point wins this game, and I got that game on. High Point's up by 10, but yeah, keep me updated on that one because obviously I have no idea what's happened there. It's better than the D-backs right now. I'd rather the Marlins than D-backs. Right now, everyone on the D-backs is dead. We've had 5 pitchers get hurt already. It's nuts. So go to Cards Camp, of course, yeah. Get some autographs. It's free to go to. Absolutely, yep, absolutely, Ben, yep. Yeah, I think so too. Tang gives it off up top for Ward. Cam Ward goes back by Logo, pick on the right side, set by Cooper. We're back on our way here. Gives it off to Fears on the right side. Fears gives it off on the right side in the corner. Now working around to the left side. Tang gonna try a three, contested, and can't get it. Guarded by Kaufman-Wren, and the rebound falls for Jacobson. Rodriguez, I think if Rodriguez is there, you take him. I like Rodriguez a lot. Yeah, 21, it's the same about Mike Brown. Yep. He was a cheapskate. Kaufman-Wren, especially in that division. In that division for the NFC West, they're just going to be terrible forever. Jacobson, down low, over the back foul, going against Tang. Team's first, his first. High point the 1 seed last year? Yes, they were. They were the 1 seed the year before that. Yeah, everyone's at Pigeon Wise. Yep. You know the feeling. Keep it up to 83. All good. Throwback night from... I love throwback nights. I love when networks do throwback nights. So good. Inbound from underneath here for Purdue. And goes out of play. Bad job there. They got the alley-oop last time. Couldn't get anything there going back to Michigan State. Yeah, I don't think it's happening, Big Tiger. I don't think that's happening. Ward. Up top it goes for Cooper. Now Fears. I mean, Kerr could go that route potentially. Kerr could if he retires. Up top. 3 ball. With the contact. Foul and 1. 4-point play. Fears. No fear on that one, even despite the contact. Was just 2 for 7 from the field last time against Ohio State. Sure he just tweeted? Oh, it was about the report card? Yeah, Tammy getting first round buzz. Yeah, I don't think he's following us anymore. A nickel for every time USB can in OT in the gold medal game 2-1. Yeah, 2 nickels. There you go. There you go. Saren Silva standard. Let's go. 3 ball there by Fears. 4-point play coming up here. From the top of the key. Fears leading the team with 15 points per game this year. He's 91% free throw shooter, and he gets that one. Kirk Cousins, he'll probably go media route. Kirk Cousins probably gets a media job. I'm not sure he'd be that guy, seeing as his stance on how he protects himself didn't really... It's kind of bizarre. You know what I mean? Harris gives it off on the far side, gets a pick on the right side by Jacobson. Now goes back up top. Lawyer. Fakes the 3 with Smith. Smith dumping it down low for the big man Jacobson, trying to post up on the far side. On Cooper, puts him a wild shot. No good, and Cooper gets the board. And they're going quickly in transition. Carr on the left side, trying to post up. Poked away, but somehow finds a Michigan State player despite the poke away, and the reverse layup on the left side is good. So good bounce there, and Cam Ward, the freshman, knocking that one down. Ward had 4 points off the bench last time against Ohio State. The bench only contributed 9 points for Michigan State that last game against Ohio State. But Steve Largent wins one, yep. Up top it goes, now driving near Smith. Smith back to Kaufman-Wren. Can't get it. Poked away. Jump ball. Possession hour. Same with Purdue. Let's go, Michigan. How's it going, YouTube? Appreciate you tuning in. Yes, nickel for every time a U.S. celebrity bought a what soccer club. You know the drill on that one. Yeah, Cousins back than AR. At least AR's got, yeah, problem is AR, obviously, his work ethic. I don't trust his work ethic. Well, that's big, JP. That is big. You know, Dungy, no. I agree. But I think he's going to take that route. So 13-12, your score. Jump ball going back to Purdue. 12 on the shot clock. They have the 1 seed locked up. I do not think that's true. Depends on tiebreakers. Depends on who else you lose to. That's what it comes down to. So high points also be to Presby and Winthrop's to Longwood. Depends on where they are on the center. 3 ball from the far side. Circles out. I think right now we have it, but that could change. And driving down here on the right side is Tang. Tang crossed over the right side, guarded by Lawyer. 6 straight points for the Spartans. Picking the left side, set by Kohler. Up top for Fierce. Fierce crossover, driving the right side, kicks it out wide to Tang. Tang goes back, or fakes the pass back to the point. Will now instead go on the right side. Back up top now to Fierce. The pass from Ward. Picking the left side by Kohler. Fierce. Back to Kohler, fakes the 3, trying to work on Jacobson, gives it off from the right elbow, pulls up with 5 on the shot clock, got it. 8 straight for the Wolverines, took Purdue plus 550, wow, plus 550. I was going to say Michigan State, I was going to say Purdue plus 550, I would have taken that. I was going to appreciate doing it. Win lost to High Point lost to Winthrop and Longwood. High Point lost to Winthrop, and they would have lost to Presbyterian if they lose this game. So it depends on tiebreakers. Up top it goes, 3 ball. Harris. Can't get it. They missed a few threes in a row now. Purdue, after a great offensive start, no points last 3.5 minutes. They go quick on the right side, gets Harris in the air, now working the baseline on the right side, blocked, but the rebound falls for Cam Ward in the easy 2-handed slam. And a 10-0 run for Michigan State the last 2 minutes. Yeah, she'll tell Gardner-Webb. All right. You know, it depends entirely on where everyone finishes in terms of tiebreakers. High Point wins this game, they get the 1. That's what it comes down to. High Point wins or Winthrop loses 1, the next 2, we get the 1. Driving inside now with the contact, Kaufman-Wren, got it. First points in 3.5 minutes. Stops the 10-0 run. Kaufman-Wren inside, 16-15. Up top now, Fears taking it down the right side. 8 minutes gone in this top 15 matchup over on Peacock. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps out a ton. Fears gives it off. Up top, it goes for Carr. Carr, guarded by Lawyer up top. Directing the offense. Goes on the right side for Kohler. Kohler back up top by the logo. Gets a pick on the left side from Kohler. Gives it off to Fears. Fears near side behind the arc. Tang extra pass. Carr working the baseline. Blocked but foul. Jacobson committing the foul there as he tried to dunk on the baseline. 2 free throws coming up when we get back. I mean, Sonny Styles. I mean, we knew he was going to go day 1, but Sonny Styles looks insane. Cash a $100 profit. Oh, man. Nickel for every NFL player lost a bid for governor of the USA in the odds. Yep. Wizard White got Supreme Court, though. Wizard White got Supreme Court all the way back in the day. So 2 free throws for the big man Carr coming up when we get back on that baseline dunk. 60% free throw shooter on the season. Michigan State last game against Ohio State shot 72% at the free throw line. I'll keep you updated on High Point as well. 45-35 at the halftime break there. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. We stream along this channel. Really helps us out a ton of the channels. We try to grow this community even more over 6 hits easily. Nice. We go live all the time. We got emojis in the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. We have a new video out about the 1992 Seahawks and a really funny story there. Click that link above if you want to watch it or haven't seen it yet. We're on the road to 71.5 thousand subscribers. We're only 15 away from that, so if you want to help us get there, much appreciated. We post videos every day. We live stream every day. New stream tomorrow, Q&A overtime, and then maybe a game between Michigan and Illinois. I'm not sure if we're doing that game, but yeah. Fired from karaoke and banned from... I'm fired from YouTube and... Did I call the Spartans Wolverines? Did I accidentally do that? Did I really do that? Oh, crap. If I did, my apologies. I was going like a mile a minute. Aaron Glenn simple with the combine after saying play calling is a specialty. Nasty work. Yeah. Already said. Appreciate you, Alexander. Yeah, nasty work. Well, play calling is a specialty. Scouting is not, clearly. Oh, after Michigan? No, not after Michigan. So I'll just do a Q&A OT tomorrow before the game. That's why I was like, do I do the OT stream today or tomorrow? And I figured we're more pressed for time today versus tomorrow, so let's just do it tomorrow instead. I should be able to get a new video out tomorrow as well, because I'm going to be listening to the Bruno Mars album that's dropping tonight. I'm just going to be having that on repeat. You Winthrop down at the half? Yeah, they've been surviving these last 2 games with the skin of their teeth, so they feel like they're due. High Point's peaking at the right time. Winthrop is definitely falling off a little bit. Look, High Point just needs to take care of business. 51-16. Yep, the Patriots-Jags game. Yep, all downhill from here. Oh, yeah. If you can start finding a Power 5 college basketball, college men's and women's basketball team to root for as long as I'm playing High Point. I mean, I root for Florida. I mean, not on the women's side, but on the... I root for Florida. Been a Florida fan my whole life. So, Florida's that team. So I am a Florida fan. Obviously, if Florida ever plays High Point all the way. But, you know, I'm a Florida fan. I was really happy when they won the tournament last year. When they lose the moot point, what happens at Presby? Yep. Oh, Jags called 2050. Oh, yes. Yes, that one, yep. Rashad Green at the punt return. Second half was insane. I said 8-0 for the Wolverines. Oh, my bad on that one. My bad there. Yeah, that was a weird game. The final 2 minutes of the first half were just drunk. The final 2 minutes of that first half, I don't even know what happened. That was a bizarre game. You're going to see in the Falcons game, you're going to see the first free throw for Carr. Missed a short. 60% free throw shooter for the Spartans. Fired. There we go. All good, Detroit. Appreciate you, man. Yamara's kicked 75 yards and a kickoff through the uprights. Can't hit extra point. Yep. That's a frustrating part. He's got a cannon of a leg. I told you with Mars. It was the most frustrating part. He's got a cannon of a leg. But couldn't hit anything until he left Jacksonville. Second free throw is good. Cargo is 1 for 2. Back on the way here. I told you. You're going to see a crazy catch in the Jags-Falcons game by Marquise Lee. Driving inside on the far side here, Smith. We'll go back up top. Takes a 3 off the switch, and that one circles out. Wojcik on the coverage, but rebound falls for Purdue. Layup, foul, going to line shooting 2 is Harris. Did you ever consider going to Florida? I got in, yes. I got into Florida. They were my number 1 until I visited High Point. High Point's campus was gorgeous, and they had more of what I was looking for. Florida, I mean, I got into Florida. I would have loved it. Back-to-back fumbles on scrimmage plays in NFL history before the end of the first half. I think there was a Niners-Falcons game in the 70s with 3 straight fumbles back in the day. Miami on women's basketball front, maybe. First free throw, got it. Top 5 halftime shows of the Super Bowl. Ooh, Katy Perry, U2, First time Harris is good. Katy Perry, U2. 84% of the line this season. Knocks down. Both were tied 17. Okay, let me think. Katy Perry, U2. Super Bowl 56. Kendrick. And we'll go Bruno. We'll go with that. Oh, no, wait. I'm forgetting Prince. Hang on. Take Kendrick out. Put in Prince. Take Kendrick out. Put in Prince. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Scott. Too strong off the iron. Rebound, though, falls in restricted area for Kohler. Kohler puts it up with the contact on it to go. Yeah, so that's my thing. 47 loot. All right. And high point up by 8. 1917. Number 1, for significance, U2. In terms of entertainment, Katy Perry. We're talking entertainment, Katy Perry, but in terms of just significance, and like it was the perfect show, no notes for that time, U2. Up top it goes Harris, fakes a 3, gives it off, extra pass, far side 3, open, got it! Purdue finally gets one to go from behind the arc. High school GPA, 4. Out of 4.0. Gaga was great. Gaga's top 10. Gaga's top 10. Kendrick's top 10. Cam Ward, finger roll from the right side. They go quick down the floor, and he gets it. Yeah, Colts could have won Super Bowl in 2015. Luck wasn't hurt. I don't know about that, because I wasn't crazy about their defense, but they could have won the division. Could have won the division for sure. Michael Jackson, he lip sync. Great show, but he lip sync. Top 5 worst? Oh, man. Okay, crossing over here, Smith. Gets through the underrated timeout. Yeah, Jackson was great, but obviously he lip synced. But obviously that changed the game. Smith, driving inside here, gonna kick it out wide, tipped away, and it's staying with Purdue. High points, low point season historically? Oh, man. Low point historically. Oh, the G.G. Smith year was pretty bad. The 2000s were not great. Worst half of the shows of all time. I mean, 11 was bad, 25 was bad, 40 was bad with the Rolling Stones, 53 with Maroon 5 was bad, 29 with Indiana Jones was just a train wreck. 24 was boring. 23 was so bad it was good. The Magic part, at least. The Disney shows outside of 34 were bad. So, worst one's 11. Super Bowl 11 is by far the worst. Winter Magic? No, Winter Magic was one of the better ones from the first 30 years. Poked away after the steal, and Tang will take it down the floor. Tang gives it off at half court to Fears. Fears gets a pick on the right side, now pick on the left side, set by Cooper. And Fears crossing over. Will look to dump it down low. Not there, so goes near side for Kohler. Kohler look to give it off to Tang. Not going to do it since they're going to post up here. The second block. Help defense arrives back up top. Fakes the 3. Tang from the right elbow. Kicks it out wide. Good help defense there by Purdue. Baseline jumper off the side of the backboard. Great movement there by Purdue defensively. And now it's stretching the floor. Smith gives it off to Mayer. Mayer directing traffic. He's in for the first time. Gets a pick on the left side from the big man Clough. Mayer posted up on the near elbow. Goes back up top by the logo for Smith. Rolling Stones now. They only played 3 songs and Rough Justice was one of them. 3 ball, up top, got it. It's Benner. Yeah, Hester on the Falcons, yep. Number 2 worst, 25. Anytime you have a 6-year-old kid singing Wind Beneath My Wings off key, yeah. Kohler, post up on the near side, goes back up top. Tang. Fears. Back up top to Kohler. Kohler. Down the shot clock, posting up, or trying to at least on the left elbow. Now gives it off to Tang on the near side. Tang 6 on the clock, goes back by the point, pick on the right side, set by Cooper, 5 on the clock, 2-1 stolen away, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. And was the jump ball in before the shot clock violation or not? Either way, should be Purdue ball. Looks 25 was so much worse than 26, because 25 had new kids on the block and they lip sync and they did nothing. They were there for only 90 seconds. 25 had kids singing. That's why. So a 43, no, that was fine. A Black Eyed Peas with Fergie, it was a good change of pace. Obviously, Fergie's singing was not great. Most underrated Spartan that had an explosive NBA career. That's a great question. I got to think about that one. That's a great question. But 25 worse than 26, he had kids. It was an all-kid halftime show, and the kids sucked. At least 26, the kids that were there were on beat. 25, the kids were, like, off, like, sync. Like, the choreography was all off. Watch Super Bowl 38, Panthers at sack receivers. Yep, Muhammad, Smith. I mean, that's some good guys. Prohl, obviously. Got a foul up top of Michigan State. That's their third with 8:24 to go in the first half. Again, pretty sure all you guys tune in for this one. 23-21 here. A battle for a top 4 seed in the conference. Right, 26 is gangster version for us. Someone. That is true. Now, I'm not saying 26 is good, but 25. You watch 25. They literally stopped the show to have a message by the president. Prince number 1. Prince is top 5 for me. Easily. Prince was incredible. Up top for Clough. Clough gives it off at the point for Smith, and they're going to get an offensive foul going against Purdue off the inbound. A 30 with a wardrobe malfunction. That was bad. That was pretty bad. The Diddy Nelly part was pretty bad. Kid Rock was awful. at that show. Yeah, there's a pushing foul. Yeah, Fears took a shot to the chest by Smith. Sabrina Carpenter, Trevor Rowan, who'd be a better performer? Sabrina Carpenter. Just in terms of choreography. I've not seen that video, JP. Nope, I've not seen that one. You know, the Colts had no chance that one. 3-ball from the right side. They go quick, and Tang knocks it down for Michigan State. 24-23, back up by 1. Tang gets the 3 on the right side, and taking it down now for Purdue with 8 minutes to go in the first half is Mayer. The freshman from Israel gives it off on the far side to Lawyer. Lawyer goes back up top for Clough. Clough back of the logo for Mayer. Mayer guard up top by Pierce. Marking with a 2. Will live stream the selection show? Absolutely. We did that last year. I'll do it again this year. Yeah, I got to watch it at some point. Mayer, I appreciate you. Mark 1 on that one. And out of play goes off the knee of Mayer and will go back to Michigan State as a result as they force the turnover. Appreciate you. Mark 1 on that one. Yeah, but I live streamed the selection show last year. I'm going to do it again this year. Yeah, let's cover 11's halftime. Yeah, probably for the best. 11 was bad. Give the kids under the age of 15 some slack when it comes to offbeat, singing and dancing at Super Bowl. Yeah, but they shouldn't have been hired in the first place. Not blaming the kids. Believe me, it's not I blame the kids. It's that I blame the organizers. Comes down to that. Starts her starts with Elvis Presto. Oh, man. What a show that was. Presto only down by 3 now. Oh, boy. Pretty for top and 3 picks. Browns and Chiefs trade down. Cowboys Rams straight up. Yeah, I mean, the Rams have ammo, so I could see it. Rams have ammo. For sure, I could definitely see that. If I can still get Sadiq after trade down, I could see it. Janice joining the Garage here. Appreciate you a ton. Which hockey game do you want? I'll get you in the call for it. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for Blackhawks, Mammoth, Jets, Sharks, or Blues, Wild. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton for joining the Garage here and being able to use the emojis now. Appreciate you a ton. And members-only streams at the end of each month. So we're going to have our next one in March. Maybe March 21st or March 28th, sometime around there. Appreciate you a ton on that one, Janice. If you like what we see, folks, if you like, button, subscribe to this episode of Time to Get Lemon. Be a very good fit for the Dolphins, I think. Be a very good fit. Right now, Michigan State shooting 53% from the field. Purdue 57%, even despite that 3.5-minute scoring drought. Once you watch all the Super Bowls and more, you greatly appreciate the Super Bowls in 2000 for being bangers. Yep. Yeah, like this, the past 2 have not been good, but that was what it was all the time back in the 80s and the 90s. Like, it was the exception to the rule what we did. Exception to the rule, the Super Bowls being good. It was actually Kid Rock's second halftime show. Yep. The ironic moment when you realized that. Vikings at Jim is Ryan Grigson. Oof. Yeah, McCoy's no longer first round. Yeah, 500 days without practicing after the torn ACL. Yeah, McCoy's in trouble. McCoy, medical red flags out the wazoo. We're at the under 8 timeout again. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button and subscribe. 24-23, 7:44 to go. Michigan State ball after the turnover. We got a lot of people in the chat. I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Appreciate all you guys being here. And we go live all the time on this channel. Jan joining the Garage here as well. We have back-to-back members. I appreciate you a ton. So, Jan, as a member, you get to pick a hockey game that we're going to do on you got to pick a hockey game that we're doing on Sunday afternoon. Your membership goes toward one of those games. Every donation counts as triple toward one of them. So if you donate $5, counts as $15. A membership of that counts as $15 toward one of those games. So if you have a game in mind, by all means, we'll put that toward it. I appreciate you a ton, man. Appreciate all you guys for joining and for being here. Fears. That pass is tipped by Cox up top. And now taking it down to Cox, goes back up top of the point for Kaufman Brown. Kaufman swings out wide on the far side to Mayer. Mayer now driving inside, pulls up from the free throw line on the jumper. Too strong. Clough trying to get the board. He's out muscled for the moment by Carr, but it goes out of play, staying with Purdue. Wolf calls from the AFC title in 2014 due to Flakey before trials even began. Investigation just started. They still get creamed. The Pats were such a better team than the Colts. It wasn't even close. That was like the worst AFC championship of all time outside of Bills Raiders. Bills be the Titans if they started Flutie. Yes. And right off the inbound, catch and shoot 3. Cameraman was late on that one. Purdue gets the 3 off the inbound, 26-24. Now on the near side, Carr on the left side goes back up top of the point for Cooper. Cooper going on the right elbow, looking for some help. Going to weave it around, goes to Fears. Fears at the free throw line, poked away by Clough, but gets it right back. Now goes back up top of the point for Tang. Tang goes out on the right side to Cooper. Now up top of the point for Fierce. Gets pick on the right side from Cooper. Feeds out wide in the arc on the right side. Carr for three. Open, but way off the mark. Well wide. And Purdue's got numbers 2-on-1. Smith. Back to Smith. And the hook blocked by Carr. But goaltending. It's a 3-on-1. And Carr almost got the stop on the 3-on-1. But they're going to say came down. The block happened on the apex. Foul machine required a forfeit. That changes so much of history. They got punished a lot. Like I said, the Colts Super Bowl instead of result of cheating. Instead of one of the best Super Bowls of all time, we get one of the worst. Seahawks are a dynasty. Carroll's a Hall of Famer. Lynch is a Hall of Famer. Wilson's a Hall of Famer. That's what would happen. By the way, that goaltending is Smith's 1,000th career assist. The senior guard, Braden Smith, 1,000 assists, is going quickly now. His Carr on the left side, but the left block puts up the layup. 28-26. The Jonas Gray game. Yep, the regular season game. You make a mouse thanking the U.S. Armed Forces at halftime show? Yep. 25 was really bad. You're going to see what I mean by that, with 25 being worse than 26. At least 26 had some irritating moments. 25 just sucked. Clough up top. Clough, pick on the right side after giving it off. Now driving the left side, goes back up top. Extra pass. Kaufman ran out wide. Have to reset out with Smith. Smith, 7 on the shot clock. Dumps it down low. Guarded by Ward. Trying to post up. Ward spins around on the far side. Blocked by Ward, but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up. Now we got Cam Ward on that one. Team's 4th. And 2 free throws for Purdue coming up. Purdue, a 74% free throw shooting team. Yeah, Smith got his 1,000th assist. Anticlimactic off a goaltend. Anticlimactic way to get it, but counts all the same. So 2 free throws coming up. Yeah, Portland Forest Dragons, phenomenal name. I wish the Nets went with the Swamp Dragons name. I really wish the Nets had the Swamp Dragons. First free throw, got it. Trey Kaufman-Renn, 63% at the line this season. He knocks down the first half. 20 points. Leading scorer on the team last game against Indiana. Was 8 for 10 from the field that game. Meanwhile, we're tied at 54 in the high point game, which is a bit alarming. Last one. Oh, wait. He could play at the end of the season, but chose not to. Skip series. Yeah, so many flags, yeah. Second free throw, no good, but trying to feed it back to the point after getting the board to find a lawyer too far out in front on that pass. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. McCoy, you don't play in 500 days. You don't play at the you don't do at the combine. Red flag. I question your character. I question your body. You're off my board at that point. People must imagine about a decade later about balls. Yep. It wasn't going to make a difference. It wasn't going to make a difference at all. Fears. Pick on the right side, set by Kohler. Fears up on the right side. Now Fears it down low on the right block. Spins around, Ward, guard by Jacobson now, goes back up top of the point for Fears. Fears, pick up the left side, set by Kohler. Fears, crossover 9 on the clock, feeds it to the right block. Carr on a poster! Whoo! Cohen Carr puts it in drive. That's a top 10 nominee. 29-28. Now, Lawyer. Looking for the alley-oop. Jacobson gets it with the foul and 1. On the alley-oop. Contact in the air, doesn't matter. Jacobson gets the tip to go. And he'll go the line for the 3-point play. Both sides in the paint showing off. Going back to that car dunk. Oh, man. How's it going? Michael Franklin with you, my man. And then Jacobson with the contact and that tip. You'll see that card on Sports Star Top 10. Absolutely. Free throw here for the big man. Jacobson clanks it. Can't get the 3-point play. 5 to go in the first. 31-28 football score here. Fears. Taking it down. 54 all in the high point game. Yeah, maybe he's finding some being good, but I can't see. No, I would not use a verse on him. I'm not using a day 2 pick on him. Maybe day 3, but I'm not using a day 2 pick on him. Too much of a risk. Fears up top to Scott. Cooper now. Cooper gives off to Carr. Carr from the free throw line. Going to give it off on the left side of Kohler behind the arc. Dumps it down low on the left side of Cooper. Cooper spins around his man, and he gets the dunk! This is better than the dunk contest! A windmill for Carson Cooper! And 1! Oh my goodness! He puts Jacobson in the spin cycle, hits him with the windmill! Oh my goodness! Wish we had this last Saturday night in the dunk contest. Holy cow. You know exactly what's stuck, yep. Free throw here. Got it. 31 all. Woo! Teams don't have less on their jerseys. I mean, I like it when the Yankees have not having on the pinstripes. It would look odd if they had on the pinstripes. You have a Tennessee game so far. Oh, man. You're not kidding on that one, Craig. Now near side. Corner 3. Cox gets that one. Carr can't close down in time. And Cox gets the 3 to go on the near side. Back up by 3. I gotta go now, Michael. Let me pull down in front of me. Oh, man. Yep. You kick Seton Hall over off you. 3 ball up top. That one no good. Rim on the play. Falls for Clough. Gives it off now. Taking it down the near side is Smith. Smith gets a pick from Clough on the right side. Smith now driving. Feeds out wide. It's a bad pass. Not a power on that one. It's picked off. Driving down the right side now with Scott. Scott tries to float up to Carr, and Carr gets it on the baseline. Now goes back up top. Resend the play here. Rochik. Cooper on the right elbow. Gives it off up top to Scott. Scott up top for Kohler. Kohler near side behind the arc. Wojcik, left side, loses the handle. Can he keep it? Jump ball, tie up possession, stays with Michigan State with 3:42 to go, the under 4 timeout. You text IK9, that makes a lot of sense for them. Makes a lot of sense for them. Especially if mixed in with his health. I'm not sure he's going to play again. I have no idea. And then you need some depth behind Marks, obviously. Yeah, Rocky Sapinservice with their last name is just fine. It works better for the Yankees. 3:42 to go. We got a great one here over on Peacock. Let's be fair with the Pats with Hernandez. At least the moment he killed someone, they cut him. They didn't hold on to him. They cut him immediately. Now, we're tied at 54 in the high point game. I'm kind of getting a bit worried about that right now. It's not looking pretty right now. 34-31. Some stats for you really quickly while we're at the under 4 timeout. Clough with 8, Cox with 6. Purdue is a team 55% behind the arc, 5 for 9. Michigan State shooting 54%. Purdue 61% from the field for a 65% performance last game against Indiana, picking up right where they left off offensively. Cooper and Carr each with 7 apiece. Pretty even in points in the paint. 18-16 in favor of Michigan State. 11-10 in bench points in favor of Michigan State. And Michigan State only had 9 bench points last game. Already 11 here. 11-10 on rebounds. Right, 90 tops all of them, yeah. And Presby's in front. Fantastic. 7 lead changes already. I mean, this is as even of a game as you can come. This is an even game. You have the NBC 100 ad? Yep. Yeah, Mixon might be getting cut. Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see it. Also, how he lashed out the media for saying he wasn't going to play again. He was like, you guys don't know anything. You're all wrong. And then he was like, I'm going to be fine. And he never played again. So, I love that. Easily the worst thing Mixon's ever done in his life. 34-31, the Realm using currently as a hybrid. I don't hate hybrids. Yeah, High Point's losing, but they're at the free throw line. Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Yep. Didn't make it last night. Didn't make it. So just awful. Never easy. Never easy. Never easy putting down a loved one. All right. Funniest team scandal? I mean, Love Boat's pretty funny. Funniest team scandal. I mean, I've covered a few of them on the channel. I might have to go Love Boat. The Love Boat scandal is just so out there. As far as Michigan State's playing well, yeah, it's been a very good game so far, Jonathan. Been a very good, very even game. Not much between these sides. Yeah, Love Boat's too obvious, yeah. So, funniest team scandal. Yeah, they find Lenobor? Yeah, that's a great question. Okay, if I can't go Love Boat. I might be the Jaguars, honestly, with Chris Hansen. Might be that. Drive inside here, if that's too obvious. Goes up top. 3 ball for the big man from Michigan State. Ties it at 34. Nice fight as he was going off the baseline. Over to the Love Boat. There you go. Michigan State's third 3 of the night. We're tied at 34. It's Carson Cooper. Got the windmill earlier, showing off the versatility there with the 3. Pick on the right side, set by Clough. Goes up top for Lawyer. Lawyer now, Kaufman runs Smith on the far side, guarded by Cooper. Smith crossing over. 7 on the shot clock. Trying to work the baseline here. Spins around. Looking to fade away now. Goes near side. Fakes the 3. Harris gets his man in the air. Pulls it from the near elbow. Circles out. But Clough gets the board. And the putback is in. Yeah, that was the guy getting injured by Dax. Yep, that was that guy. That's still 51 MVP for real, yeah. 36-34. Or Dwayne Gratz. He's another one. Goes on the right side. Nice find there. Kohler 3. Too wide. Had the open look off the double team, but Clough gets the board and Smith takes it down. Dwayne Gratz, Jags corner, got arrested for trying to pay for something in bubblegum. Like those training commercials. He tried that in real life and got arrested for it. That's got to be up there. Harris dumps it down low to Clough. From the second block on the near side. Clough, no help defense arrives. Clough, able to get inside with ease. The skyhook, too strong. Rebound falls for Purdue. The floater circles out. Rebound on the play. Falls for Michigan State. And a reach-in foul there going against Kaufman-Wren. Team's 5th. Yeah, just straight Garrett to the Bills. Yeah, speaking of, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. But speaking of trades, I like that trade a lot for the Jets. Devondre Sweat, rookie contract. Jermaine Johnson has been injured. Hasn't much the last 2 years. I like that trade a lot for the Jets. That's a good move I think they made. Yeah, worst missed block ever, right? It's pretty bad, yeah. That was pretty bad. Fears. I think considering the circumstances, it has to be. It dumps it down low. Kohler. Yeah, the Meyer thing is funny, like, with the benefit of hindsight. I was not happy at the time, but in hindsight, it's still funny what happened with Meyer. Fears. Pick on the right side. Seth Fears driving inside. Lose the handle. Gets it back. Now goes left side in the corner. Fakes the 3. Now Scott going to try the 3. After getting Lawyer in the air. Can't get it to go. Rebound on the play for Kaufman-Wren. He'll give it down to Smith. Smith takes it down with 1:46 to go in the most extravagant scenario. Smith feeds at the free throw line for Kaufman-Wren. Now goes near side in the corner. Fakes the 3. Lawyer gets his man in the air. Will drive inside. Puts up the shot with the contact. No foul. No good. Rebound falls for Cooper. He throws a pass. And then a pushing foul there as Fears goes to the ground. Team 6th. So one more there in the bonus. You can't hurt alone, Detroit. Can't hurt alone. They keep Moogie and dump Glenn. Yeah. Yeah, no. I like that trade a lot for the Jets. I really do. I like what they're doing. In terms of the front office, I actually like what they're doing a lot. With the trade they made with Gardner, I like the trade they made with getting rid of Johnson. Again, a promising out rookie contract. Just straight up, I like that a lot. Well, High Point down by 1. With 9.5 to go, so I'm terrified of that right now. We need to wake up. Fears on the near side. 1:24 to go. Now goes on the left side behind the arc. Kohler. Kohler dumps it down low to the big man Cooper. Cooper trying to post up here on Clough. Spins around. Puts up the shot off the backboard. Can't get it. Rebound the play for Kaufman-Wren. Nice box out there on Kohler. And take it down the far side here for Purdue with 70 seconds to go in the first set. Pick on the right side set by Kaufman-Wren. Mayer. Back to Kaufman-Wren. Trying to post up here on Kohler from the second block on the far side. Help defense arrives with Cooper. Lose the handle but goes back up top for Harris. 3 ball. Got it. Line driving in. Harris gets the 3. We got a fight on Flyers Raiders. Nice. Timeout on the floor with 53 seconds in the half. Right, Uber's struggling. Well, I've not heard great things about it. Yeah, love the moves. Won't matter if Glenn's still there. Amen to that. Number 1 song on that day. Ooh, number 1 song that day. I'm going to guess late 92. Baby 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 was number 2. So number 1 would have been It's Not How I Always Love You. It's not... I'm going to guess End of the Road. I don't know if it's right. I'm going to guess End of the Road. Yeah, Charleston leads by 10. Oh, thank God. Okay. We might dodge a bullet. Yeah, Cards in a bad report card. Nothing's going to change as long as Bidwell's the owner. Nothing's going to change. Yeah, I'm guessing End of the Road. So it's number 1 for like 12 weeks. ESPN after Presby? Yep. I think it's their final home game. And it's ESPNU. So were they literally playing like a gymnasium? Like, I love that ESPNU is at this game. But Bullseye, let's go. Let's go. It's like they were number 1 for 12 weeks. Let's go with that. Great song. I know it helps me out as a Pats fan for the Jets to suck, but I want to see them competent again. It's been too long. That's when you know they've sucked for a while. Because the Titans can suck forever. I don't care. Maybe it's because we've never won anything. Like, the Titans can suck forever. I do not care. Presby up by 1 with 9 to go. Oh boy. All right, 53 seconds to go. Michigan State called that last time out for the 3 by Harris. 5-point lead for the Boilers. And Purdue shooting very well from the field. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. Chance for a 2-for-1 if they want it. Fears up top. Fears will dump it down low on the right side. Guarded by Harris. Now back to Fears up top. Crossover off his foot. Loose handle. Gets it back. Fears goes up top for Carr. Carr left side. Corner 3. And that one is blocked but foul. 3 free throws coming up. The second time today Purdue's fouled a 3-point shooter. Lawyer getting called for that foul. Puts him in the bonus. What a Family Feud debut on that week? I'm going to guess CW. Or WB. Yes, WB. I have no idea. Even though the Jets have picked up a ton of draft capital, people shouldn't just assume they're going to automatically spend it wisely. Yeah, they had 12 picks in 2014, did nothing with it. First free throw, clanks it. The back of the iron, no good. Your Burkhardt got leaked, making strides. Yep. You know, Jags look good. Yeah, Baselli really turned that team around. Everything's A's and B's across the board. Like, they did a really good job. Because I remember childcare last year was an F, and now it's like an A-. So, Con really took it to heart. Like, the big thing was childcare, no facility. He had to, like, wait in the sun. They really took that to heart. Baselli, he's done wonders with this team. Third free throw, good. 2 for 3. Wilkes up's a Catholic, all right. And Purdue will take a timeout with a 4-second difference to the shot clock and the game clock. For all intents and purposes, they can hold for the last shot. They're going to take more than 2 at a time. I'm assuming. If it's on the way. I don't remember the bullseye round. Latest Suburban Tree said there's no benefit to the Cards franchise. I beg to differ. They help the Rams, Hawks, and Niners. They make us look good. Right, Drew has a lot of chances after that. Yep. Rough. Minnesota upsets Michigan. Oh, man. Ooh, got some good action there in the Big Ten with hockey. Again, 39-36, your scoring. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Helps the channel out a ton. Jets haven't swept the Pats since the Clinton administration. Man. That is an insane stat. That is nuts to think about. Your person to make improvements. Woody Johnson being made over his nonsense. Yeah, exactly. And it's not like it's like kept secret. It's not like there's a rule that you can't talk about it. So the players know. They talk with each other. The players know what it's like. It's not like it's a secret. The owners that are upset about it leaking, they're the ones that are bad in the report card. They're the ones you don't want to play for. Mayor holding the play here. As you move to CBS now. After the news today with Warner Brothers, I could see it. Yeah, I could actually see it. Coffin Wren goes up top. 3-ball. Catch and shoot. Lawyer. That one misses off the rim. Purdue trying to keep it in play, and they will not be able to do so. Michigan State's going to get back with 6 seconds to go. So my favorite time as Pats fan was during the Rex years. I mean, the rivalry, it's always fun being a rival. I will say it was more fun being the Titans back then than it is now. I get that. But also it helps when you guys have won 6 titles and make the Super Bowl every other year. So I get it there. I'm sure Dolphins and Bills fans don't feel the same way. You mostly beats for J.D. York? You're not surprised. Taking it down here is Fears. 3, 2, step back from the right elbow. Too strong, and we go to the halftime break. What happened with Warner Brothers? Paramount or Netflix is not buying them. End of 1. CBS News merged with CNN. I'm going to say fixture on that one. 39-36 at the halftime break. Good one here. 20 down, 20 more to go. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, put a poll up. High Point up by 3. Okay. Oof. Come on. Put a poll up who wins this one. I'm pretty sure I got to give you some halftime stats for you. I also do this thing every Thursday night called Live Band Karaoke. $50. I'll sing any song you want me to. $25 half off. One of the it's happening tonight. That's why we're not doing OT tonight. Let me show you some halftime stats before I do just that. Before I do this, let me show you some halftime stats. There we go. Michigan State starting from the field at the end. No field goals foul. 3 minutes 35 seconds. Carr with 7. He leads the way alongside Cooper off the bench. Ward with 6, and then Tang and Coleridge at 5. Clough, only player in double figures. He's got 10 tonight. Again, did not do a lot last game. Only had 6. Then again, they didn't really need him last game against Indiana. They won by 29. Oh, they're easy buyers, Rob. Easy buyers. Easy. Might as well hit the Habs, call, see him good again. Makes sense. Purdue, 55% from 3 this game. They shot 56% for 3 against Indiana, 10 for 18. They are 55% tonight, 6 for 11. Cox with 2 3-pointers off the bench, helping them out. It's been a really good game. I'm going to spin the karaoke wheel really quickly. We're at halftime right now. A new video out about the 92 Seahawks. We talk about a bizarre controversy there. If you haven't seen it, click that link above. Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Okay, Flowers by Miley... Oop, wrong thing. Flowers by Miley Cyrus, song's half off. Yeah, I think Murder's good. Yeah, I think so, too. I think for sports, it's very good. Flowers by Miley Cyrus is a half-off song. Aubrey wanting $10 million? I get it. He's such a weapon. I completely get it. Aubrey deserves to be the highest paid kicker in football. I am with you on that. FCC considering preventing NFL to sell games to streaming services? Good luck with that. They're a private company. They can do whatever they want. I get it, but good luck. They're a private company. There's nothing, and you can't, if we have Congress regulating how a company can do business, not in terms of monopoly, but just in terms of regulating where they can and can't air their products, I don't want that government overreach. I don't want that at all. My Flowers by New Radicals? I don't even know that song. I only know one song by New Radicals. I'm going to recommend live stream? That's odd. It might be because the Wi-Fi went out for like 5 minutes because I accidentally flipped off a switch. Flowers by Algernon. Rep. I actually made a reference to that in my own thing. Charles Souther up by 7 the other rate timeout. Okay. D3's only on Flow Sports. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's why I never want to go to the CAA because Flow Sports sucks. How's it going around? Appreciate you tuning in. Blue line gets snooped, but they get controllable anchor on the right side of the blue line. Yeah. I mean, by buyers, I mean, they're not going to sell off for draft picks, if that makes sense. Yeah, Revis and Mangle are phenomenal players. Mangle should be a Hall of Famer. Mangle is one of the best centers ever. I don't know if the public plays for the stadiums. Well, not for every stadium. And that's for the teams, not for the league. I mean, if that's the argument, why they not stop that with the NBA? They pay for the arenas. Why not Major League Baseball? They stop Major League Baseball. They're on streaming services. NBA's on streaming service. MLS is paid by taxpayers. That's on Apple TV. CBS will switch to ESPN Plus? I do not think so. I think they would have done it by this point. And the Tiffany Network? I wonder why I never heard of a network with that name. That letter was a nickname for CBS. Yep. Okay, Johnston 3. Got it. 6-point game. Let's go. Let's go. Liberty loses 2 in a row from being 15-0. You're getting complacent. You're a bit complacent, but they're still okay. Yeah, Mangle should be next year. He should be. He really was, I think, the best center of the 21st century. For my money, there is not one center better in the 21st century. I don't know why was really good, but I think Mangle was the best center of the 21st century. Why they just do all the Flow Sports stuff to ESPN Plus? They're probably getting a boatload of money from Flow Sports. Johnston 3. Oh my God, Chase Johnston, when he's on fire, he's on fire. 9-point game. You see it at this point, they've fallen off. Yeah. Well, some CAA tournament games are going to be on CBS Sports Network. I think the semis and the finals will be on CBS Sports Network. But some stuff's on Flow Sports. Why didn't ESPN do the no pay-per-view deal that CBS did? I'm not sure what I mean by that. They have pay-per-view. ESPN has pay-per-view stuff. Like, there's some stuff that you have to pay for behind a paywall ESPN Plus, and there's some other stuff where you have to pay specifically for that thing, for that package. I'm with you on that one, Sports. I agree. Jim Marshall's going to be the same way. Ken Riley was that way. Ken Stabler was that way. Hey, the earlier games, yeah, it sucks. I think everything up to the quarterfinals is on Flow Sports, which I hate. I think fact on that one, Rob. I'm going fact on that one. Right until the semis is on Flow. 10-0 run for High Point. Block shot there. Come on, Rob Martin gets to the board. All right, here we go. Turn on the Jets. Johnston. Come on, do it again. Do it again. Oh, my God. Chase Johnston's made 3 3-pointers in 20 seconds. Chase Johnston has made 3 3-pointers in 20 seconds. I don't believe this. Paramount Plus made a deal with UFC that had no pay-per-view, but ESPN Plus didn't do it. Confused why that was. I think because a lot of people... Paramount Plus, if you have Paramount Plus, it's not really for sports. ESPN Plus, you have it, it's for sports, so there's no extra money. Paramount Plus, if you have it, it's not really for sports. There's no real exclusive sports on Paramount Plus outside of select soccer leagues. So that's why. You went around 11-0 run? Yep. They always find a way to do this. I remember that one with West Virginia. Oh, that was great. That was great. Yeah, High Point on a 13-0 run. Technical after that. Jags, a one-year wonder? No, I'm not scared. I was scared previous years because it didn't feel sustainable. This does. We were really good this year. Right coaching staff. We have our quarterback. 13-4. It's a lot different when you were 10-6 and had a historic defense. Blown by the Aztecs? Oh, yeah, you know it. Like, 2017, one-year wonder, but we were 10-6, played a lot of backup quarterbacks. Bortles was so inconsistent, and the defense, I'm not sure that's sustainable. 2022, we were 9-8. We had no business making the playoffs. Had a great run in the final month, but the Titans just collapsed down the stretch. This was 13-4 with a franchise quarterback, with a good coach, with Tony Baselli, a good GM that I trust. I'm not worried. Well, I said sustainable because of Trevor. I will say I said that because of Trevor. There were still a lot of holes, but I said that because of Trevor. We also had DeBrickashaw Ferguson, who was also great. Yeah, DeBrickashaw Ferguson. I put him in the Hall of Fame, too. He was great. You didn't see Asheville defeat Gardner-Webb, and High Point keep it simple. They lock Asheville into the 4. Yeah, I mean, we can play with Asheville. I mean, we dominated the last game. I'm fine with Asheville in the semis. If it gets to that point. How's it going, Don? Appreciate you tuning in. Glitter Bombs, let's go. 7-point game in the Presby. 1. Anderson up top. All right. And we're at halftime right now, 39-36. Pull up jumper, free throw line. Can't get it. All right, come on, High Point. Keep the pressure on. Mount Union, wow. Shocking loss there. Shocking loss there. Yeah, 22, I know he said sustainable, but also you had Trent Baalke, you have a stench of him. And to be fair, I think 22 would have been sustainable, but the problem with 22, which drives the Braves, I gotta check that video out, because I'm intrigued about that. I think it would have been sustainable if Doug Peterson just didn't turn his brain off. So there's a big thing that happened in 23 that I did not expect, and that was Doug Peterson gave up play calling duties to Press Taylor. If that happened, I think it would have been sustainable. But Doug Peterson was just like, I'm going to give Press Taylor free reign to do anything. So asterisk X to that, I'll say. Right, influence of the 13-4 record. That might be better next year. Yeah, we got to see what happens in the secondary, obviously. Got to see what happens in the secondary. Obviously, free agents, ETN, you can replace Lloyd. I think we're going to lose. And I'm not crazy about that. Lloyd's going to be tough to replace, but ETN, we can replace him. That's not going to be a problem. Yeah, Costas calling Spurs Sixers. I did see that. That's awesome. I'm excited for Throwback Night. I'm excited for that. Lacrosse ahead. All right. As the Spotsville. All right. Charles Southern by 1. All right. Yeah, they've had a lot of close games lately. Okay, Johnston, 3 in the corner. Misses that. Going back to Presby. How good is Pres? That shocking result? We're up by 7 right now. It would be a shocking result. Yeah, it would be a shocking result. It would definitely be a shocking result. Right, now, Jags didn't fluke last year. Last year was okay. We have a thing. What happens in the secondary? Hunter. Yep. You got Travis Hunter as a lockdown corner. Have him with Buster Brown. There's your 1-2. You get your you draft another guy. You get Braswell back, who we drafted in the 3rd round last year. Right, 17 is Hackett as OC. Yeah, but he was fine in 17. I mean, that play action with Tommy Bohannon was one of the best play calls ever in Jaguars history. That play action with Bohannon by the goal line against the Steelers. I mean, that was a thing of beauty. But in the AFC Championship, he just went like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. There was a part of me in 2017 that felt like, okay, look, that defense was insane. Bortles, I don't know what to make of Bortles. Titans are getting better. Texans are going to be better with Watson. Safety next to Wingard, Eric Murray. Wingard's not going to... I don't think Wingard's going to be starting next year. We might cut him. Wingard's not that good. Yeah, Eric Murray. Probably Braswell at safety, who we drafted 3rd round this year, but he was hurt, so he didn't play a snap this year. So you figure Hunter, Buster Brown, Braswell, Murray. I would think that, and Jordan Lewis / Jarian Jones as your slot guys. Your Jags would have been the Pats of the divisional, no matter what history says. Oh, I don't think so. Not in the snow. I don't think we would have. That's the one solace I can take, is I don't think we would have been the Pats. Not on that day with that weather. On that day with that weather, I don't think we would have done it. I think the Pats' defense is really, really good. And I think we would have been shut down on the ground. And I think Trevor would have been baited by Gonzalez. I do not think we would have won that game. Who wins tonight, Lakers or Suns? Lakers. I mean, Suns have no offense. They've scored like 81 or less the last 2 games. They've lost a lot of people. It's barely snowing. Yeah, but it was raining. It was raining and a lot, and we're not good in the elements. The Clippers and Wolves, I'm going to go with the Clippers tonight. Yeah, Jags started with a fluky fraud team. Yes, they did. And then the Texans game happened, and then we became a dominant team. Yeah, the first half of the season, I'm like, okay, when's the shoe dropping? The second half was like, we're not. It's not dropping. Jags face Texans, AFC Championship. I mean, Texans are a bogey team, but CJ Stroud sucks. So I think we might have won that game. I think we might have won that one because CJ Stroud just sucks at this point. Pat's offense struggled. No, Jags defense wasn't a pushover, but you saw our secondary against Josh Allen. You saw it would have been a low-scoring game, but I think it depends also on Cole Van Lanen. You have to remember too, Cole Van Lanen was injured, and Walker Little was getting like demolished. I think Radford's gonna get the 3. RC. Remember the Jags sucked in 2018. Their defense finished 4th in points allowed. Yeah, they did. You know, the defense wasn't like they had bad games, but they weren't terrible. 2018, the defense had bad games. Cowboy game, Chief game, Washington, Josh Johnson, but they weren't terrible. Yeah, Costa calling him. Let me see. There you go. You know, building around CJ Stroud tomorrow. Nope. You pick up the 50-year option, then go from there. You don't give him a long-term deal. Texas wins divisional Fay and Mills in the second half. No, but I think it's closer. Stroud was averaging 25. I think he feels worse than that because of the turnovers, also because he was so good in 23. Vikings bringing the Cousins, I could see it. Yes, I could definitely see it. Because it was Josh Allen, that's fair. But also, you have to remember, the Bills' defense is not that good. And we struggled against them because Cole Van Lanen was out. If Cole Van Lanen was healthy, I think we could beat the Pats. But Cole Van Lanen was pretty badly injured against the Titans. I'm not sure he comes back for the Pats game in the divisional round. And I think at that point, Caleb on Chason, Milton Williams, they torch us. Caleb on Chason had field day against Walker Little. Caleb on Chason would destroy Walker Little. There would be some strip sacks that game. Now, Cole Van Lanen healthy, different story. But without him healthy, I don't think we go any further. Look, either way, it was a heck of a season. I have no regrets. 22, I was haunted over 22. 22, I was haunted over, oh man, what if Agnew didn't fumble that ball? What if Chad Hayden go 96 yards down the field? 2017, I was haunted by, oh man, really? Like, we had a 10-point lead that close to the Super Bowl? What do you mean, Walker big? Yep, runner big. Yep, runner big. Jags Super Bowl, they won? No, Seahawks had our number. Seahawks dominated us this season. No. Now, you mean the Eagles game? Yes, we would have won. But this year, no. We were never beating the Seahawks. Right, Mills would have gotten sacked a lot, but would have made smarter decisions. That's the thing. Yeah, Vikings are going to go after backup quarterbacks. I definitely think so. They need some depth there, because obviously Burrow's not the guy, and Wentz is not the guy. Yeah, Chad Hayden revenge game, that sucked. That took the life out of me. But this year was like, you know what? Josh Allen was Josh Allen. I don't think we would have gone any further. Heck of a season. No regrets. I'm excited for next year. Like, I was over that loss pretty quickly. 22, I was not. 22 was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, the fact we lose to Chad Henne and Jamal Agnew fumbles, and we were driving, and we were doing so well, and then Agnew went to fumble, and then and Henne on third down, and all of them, like, really? Then 2017, obviously, was, I mean, we're that close. Bortles would beat Foles? Yeah, well, I don't think Bortles would have beaten Foles. Our defense would have beaten Foles. Our defense in 2017 was great against quarterbacks that were not mobile. Mobile quarterbacks had our number. But quarterbacks that were statues in the pocket that couldn't move, oh, we dominated. We feasted on everyone. Outside of Tom Brady, because he has a quick release, there was not a single quarterback that we faced in 2017 that was a statue in the pocket that beat us. Everyone got sacked like 6 times against us. We dominated against those guys. We would have won. Jags in Super Bowl 22 if not for the Agnew fumble. No, the Eagles would have beaten us. Eagles would have won. Bengals might have beaten us too. I think it would have been Bengals-Eagles in the Super Bowl. I think Joe Burrow would have had a field day against us. It would have been a fun game, but I think the Bengals would have beat us. And if not them, the Eagles would have beat us because their defense was dominant against Lawrence that season. You have Geno Smith with the Dolphins? That would be ironic. Chad Henne, baby, yep. But this year, we were not beating the Seahawks. If we made the Super Bowl, we were not beating the Seahawks. The Seahawks were so good against us when we played. I think we dropped back 40 times against Seattle. Now, granted, it was the first half of the season, so it was different. Cole Van Lanen was not the starting tackle yet at that point. And Piano Bortles is 3 pick 6 of the Super Bowl. We probably just run the ball. I mean, look, you saw the AFC Championship against us. You saw that. We weren't giving it to Bortles. We were going to throw the ball 10 times that game. We're just going to keep the ball on the ground, keep it away from Bortles as much as possible. We were going to run the ball and keep running it down their throats, or try to at least. Yeah, Bengals, I think, could have been the Eagles. Yeah, High Point up by 7. 8 with 3 minutes to go. About 8 with 3 minutes to go. But in week 2, 20, I thought they were a Super Bowl team. Me too. After beat the Pats, I think everyone did. I mean, they were number 1 in the power rankings. Because Shaq had one style game all year and was against the Jags. Yeah, crazy how that worked out. Yeah, but the Seahawks had 40 pressure, or we had 40 dropbacks against the Seahawks and 33 pressures. So the Seahawks were going to get to us. Now, granted, that was first half of the season before the wristband and before Cole Van Lanen became our starting left tackle, so a bit different, but we were not being the Seahawks. Seahawks were the clear-cut best team. The top two teams in football were the Seahawks and the Rams. They destroyed us, both those teams. They're the clear top two this year. All right, 6-6 turning around Michigan State to win this one. Second half underway. Purdue going right to left. Michigan State left to right. Let's do this thing. Clough up top. It goes for Lawyer. Lawyer from the right elbow goes back up top of the point for Kaufman-Renn. Kaufman-Renn now work on the baseline on the left side. Trying to post up here from the third block. Help defense arrives with Kohler. Driving here in the paint. Feeds it down low for Clough. Clough gets it blocked by Cooper. Carson Cooper on the block. Like 3 passes for 3 pick sixes. They're all screens. Fears will take it down. Fears on the near side. Off the switch, goes to the point for Kohler. Kohler, a deep 2. Line drive misses well short. And Cox gets the board, take it down the right side. Imagine Bugs waiting to fucking lunch. Oh, that'd be insane. Goes up top here for Lawyer. AFC 7C still the same? I think so, yes. I think so. Smith. Kaufman-Renn back to Smith and Logo, picking the right side by Kaufman-Renn. Smith from the right elbow feeds it to Kaufman-Renn on the second block on the left side. Kaufman-Renn spins around, puts up the baby hook, and that one off the rim and out. Cooper gets the board, feeds it, and taking it down is Fears. Fears on the far side, goes to Carr. Carr picks up his dribble on the far side, back to the point, it goes for Cooper, to Fears. Picking the left side by Cooper, Fears spins around, will go back up top by the point, fakes the 3, Scott, goes on the near elbow to Cooper. Cooper trying to post up on Clough, no help defense, one-on-one, fadeaway jumper, got it. And it's down to a 1-point game. Jones up by 3, come on, let's do this thing. High Point up by 6. Yabro's been a top 5 pickup for the UCF career. It's crazy. He wasn't a bust. He just was not number 3, but he was not a bust. I love the guy, though. 3 ball. Smith on the left side. Got it off the dribble. Purdue shot over 55% from 3 last game, or first half, 56% from 3 last game. And they're now 6 for 10 behind the arc tonight. Another great outing here from 3. Cooper fades away from the Big Ten logo. Gets the friendly roll. Big man. Having a nice game so far. Cooper averaging about 10 per game this season. Looking good here on the offensive side. Picking the left side by Clough. Setting it down here is Smith. Smith picking the right side now by Clough. He'll drive inside off the pick. Draws the contact. No foul on Kohler. And taking it down here is Fears. Fears pulls up from the free throw line in transition. Got it. We're tied at 42. Tearing over for something. Let's go. And we're on the field of the tour. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? Yeah, Borles had so many dumb plays, but he was talented. I mean, he looked like Ben Roethlisberger at times. I mean, he really, his model is Ben Roethlisberger. Trifecta in Pennsylvania? I could see it. I could definitely see it. We'll see. We will see, obviously. We'll see with the, obviously, we'll see with the polls. We will see on that. Appreciate you, weather friend. Which game do you want? Get you in the call for it. From the left side of the third block now, posting up here is Kaufman-Renn. Kaufman-Renn feeds that wide in the right corner. Tipped away. And Shapiro's looking good in terms of the polling numbers, so not surprised with that. Give me Winnipeg. All right, get you on Winnipeg. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Hamlin happened at Sunday 1 o'clock when the FL ordered all games? No, not all games. No, all games would not have stopped. Not even close. No way on that. How many more chances to get Herbert? Well, he's still a good quarterback. I just, playoffs, I don't know. But I give him an offensive line first. I'm going to hold off judgment to some extent on Herbert. I mean, he deserves a lot of blame. But until he has an offensive line that doesn't have guys that are ranked outside the top 32 at their positions in a 32-team league, I'm not giving up on him just yet. Baby hook there after the rebound. Kaufman-Renn got it. 4 for 42. Kaufman-Renn gives him the lead. And now driving here on the far side. Fears spins around, goes back up top of the point for Scott. Scott, the near elbow for Cooper. Cooper holding the play now, goes back up top of the point. On the near side, Fears. From the near elbow, goes by the free throw line. Carr draws the contact. It's going to be a charge. Offensive foul against Carr. First foul on Michigan State this half. Right, constantly hurt for no reason. But even then, like, they traded for Trevor Penning. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Bradley Bozeman retired and people rejoiced. So, yeah, right safe the 1 seed? Not surprised by that. And live for the Horizon League tournament. Next week, this is the place before conference tournament. Oh, yeah, what I think about Shoddy being conservative. Do they think to beat the Pats in 06? Well, beat the Pats in 06 if McCree doesn't fumble the ball. 3 ball up top, off the dribble, can't get it. I don't think anything was Shoddy. I think Shoddy got a bad rap. Yeah, one of his linemen was 51 out of 32, yep. Back to Purdue. Well, right, I'm not saying, right, Right. It goes both ways. Herbert's not absolved from blame. He has not looked good in the playoffs. But also his offensive line sucks. So I'm not giving up on him, but he's not blameless by any means. But give up on him? No, I'm not giving up on him just yet. Ward goes back by the logo up top to Fears. You know, McCray doesn't fumble that ball. They win that game in 06. 3-ball. Scott from the near side. Got it. Michigan State back up by 1. Jordan Scott knocking that one down. Scott, a 37% three-point shooter, his first 3 of the night. Had 12 last game. He's up to 5 here. Now on the near side, driving off the pick. Smith can't get the layup. Ward gets it and taking it down to Scott. He'll give it off to Fears at the logo. Fears going himself from half court, going coast to coast, driving on the left side. And that's a 3-point game. Fears, easy finger roll. Well, high point up by 8 with a minute to play. We're going to win the Big South regular season title. Smith from the right side goes back up top. Not going to take the 3. Instead, we'll give it off to Lawyer. Lawyer now driving on the right side. Finger roll. Got it. Bypass the big man 3 for the easy 2. And Norv got the Chargers farther than Marty did. He did. And they go quick. Carr, the slam. Yeah, McCree's clinch interception. Yep. Carr, this time, no charge. And he gets the slam. Maybe that was, I mean, to be fair, in the wild card game, the Titans had no business being in the playoffs. So they're not that good of a team that year. I don't know about no business being in the playoffs, but I fear the Browns more than the Titans. Up top for Lawyer. The right side, Kaufman-Wren. Cut made by Smith, not there, so Kaufman going to try himself. The skyhook can't get it. Rebound the play, goes out of play. Jacobson can't corral it. Back to Michigan State. I think they're going to get a foul beforehand. Over the back, so staying with Purdue at the under 16. Charles Southern up 8. And High Point wins, 79-73. They clinch the regular season title for the 3rd straight year. A 15-1 season in conference play. I still think the Pats beat the Chargers that year. I'll give them credit for winning the Colts. Chargers beat the Pats in 06, so they win the Super Bowl. The Colts felt like a team of destiny that year. The Colts felt like the team of destiny. Yep, High Point wins on the road at Templeton Center. Go down to Clinton. They get it done. 49-46. And I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Five and a half gone in the second. And new video out. If you haven't seen it, click that link above. We are officially over 71.5. I appreciate you guys a ton. Chargers 06 calendar year. Maybe the season. The 06 season. Because January 07 was the playoff game. Chargers, Ravens, AFC Championship. Who wins? Oh, man. That defense for the Ravens in 06 was darn good. But they played in the regular season. The Chargers won. So, man, that's tough. That is a tough one. I think Ravens get the rematch. I think Ravens win the rematch. Albert joins CBS. I'd be surprised. He's been with Fox for a while. I'd be surprised. They also, where are you going to put Albert? They have so many play-by-play guys as it is. Like, Fox has no depth. CBS has so many announcers. Like, I don't even know where you put Albert. I was saying win Big Ten Championship. I was not. No. Not even close. Who do I think wins the Big West? Man. I got Irvine. I'll go Irvine on that one. Twilight might be the worst defensive performance I've ever seen in the big game for a losing team. I'm with you. I mean, for Stanley Butcher to talk that much crap and then 90 seconds in allows a touchdown, yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, Chargers' fact they never made a Super Bowl was nuts. The fact they never made it during that stretch was nuts. And Don Coryell, the fact he never made it was nuts. Well, I just thought there were better teams in the Big Ten tournament that year. That's all. Wasn't a knock on Ohio State. I just thought there were better teams in the tournament. Wait, do you mean football? If you mean football, I thought Ohio State was going to be in Indiana. If you mean basketball, I thought there were better teams in the tournament that year. Crazy. The Don Coryell Chargers never made it. The Breeze Chargers never made it. The Rivers Chargers never made it. The Stan Humphries Chargers did. That's football for you. That's football for you. Oh, football? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I was. Yes. I thought I meant basketball. I was like, wait, no, I thought there were better teams. No, football, yes, I was. I was expecting Ohio State to beat Indiana. Yep, I was expecting Ohio State to beat Indiana. Yes, I was. Great game. I thought they were going to win it all. I thought Ohio State was going to win the Natty this year. Full Marisma for 2 months now. Big announcement, going to be auditioning for Annie. That is awesome. Good for you, man. That's a great musical. That's a great musical. Love that one. One of my favorites. That's a great one. Good luck. Hopefully you do well. Just be yourself. Be yourself and kill the audition. Get those 16 bars in. 3 ball up top off the inbound. Got it. Lawyer, we're tied at 49. Bears, Niners have the championship. Who wins? Niners. Niners would win if that was the game. Are the Niners healthy? Because that changes things. Corner 3 on the far side. Can't get it. Is Tang. Rebound falls for Purdue. Charles set up by 6. Let's go. You know O'Donnell cost the team an appearance and a win. Yep, he did. So bad. Yeah, they win 30 if he's not an idiot in that game. Coffin around the left side. We'll feed it down low on the alley-oop. Jacobson gets her. Off the alley-oop. Great find. Saw the double team. And Jacobson was left wide open, the sophomore center. Makes it a 2-point lead for the Boilers. Down low on the far side, Kohler. Help defense arrives, so has to go back up top with Tang. Tang, pick on the left side, set by Kohler. Feeds it out wide to Wojcik. Wojcik on the right side by Kohler. Wojcik drives inside on the near side. From the near elbow, will feed it down low. Bounce pass, double team with the contact. Back up top, Tang gets his man in the air. Going to try a 2. That is a foul. Long 2, foul. Purdue good this year? Yes, they're top 10 for a reason. And 2 free throws coming up. Yeah, Carr's ridiculous dunker. That dunk earlier today was nuts. That wasn't even the best dunk of the day. Because then Cooper was like, hold my beer on that. Harris fouls a jump shooter there. And 2 free throws for Tang. First one, got it. Tang, a 91% free throw shooter on the season. This one to tie it up. Yeah, Bears have been one of the most inferior teams to make it if they managed to beat the Rams in OT. They would have been, yep. You could have played Barry? Yes, absolutely. Hard to do worse than O'Donnell. Second free throw for Tang. To tie the game, the 91% free throw shooter knocks it down. We're tied at 51. Irvine gets Cal Northwood. They should win that one. Santa Barbara, I think Irvine's going to do it. Taking it down the left side is Smith. Smith up top for Jacobson. Out wide on the right side it goes for Harris. There's some contact as Smith tries to make a cut. Got tangled up, I believe, by Kohler. Team's third, so staying with Purdue. What's not ironic that FDR is portrayed so heroically in that musical? Yeah. They hate Herbert Hoover. That musical, there's a whole song trashing Herbert Hoover. That's his legacy. Herbert Hoover's legacy is Annie. Just, you would think Herbert Hoover killed, like, your dog. You think Herbert Hoover shot your dog with how they treat him in that musical? Coffin Ren posts up. So the second song in the musical? And a bad pass there. Fierce gets it. Fierce kicks out on the far side. Fakes the 3. Guarded by Smith. Dumps it down low. Extra pass up top. Kohler finds his man in the corner on the near side. Tang for 3. Got it. 5 straight for Tang and the Spartans in front. Yeah, it could be worse than 22. It could be. I think Ohio State looked unbeatable this past season than losing Big Ten championship and college football playoff. Well, I mean, to be fair, Indiana is one of the best teams ever assembled in the 21st century. College football playoff, Miami had a perfect game plan. They controlled time possession perfectly. Down low, and Sane looked worse. Finger roll, got it. Jacobson off the pump fake. Yeah, I think that was part of it. Miami dominated time possession that game. And Fletcher was so good. Blocked there by Jacobson and keeps it in play. Fears can't get the layup. Jacobson with the block, doing it on both ends of the floor. And now on the left side, taking it down to Smith. Got a Stalvin's career assist earlier today. Gonna try a 3 here. That one too strong on the left side. Jacobson tries to get the board, but a reach-in foul going against Michigan State. I believe it's on Kohler. Team's 4th. Oh, it is accurate. Yeah, it's extremely accurate. Like, you would think he's the devil. He was Sweat Philly money line. Yeah, Maxey, so good. But McLean, I mean, I can't believe they gave McLean to the Thunder. He's so good now with the Thunder. You haven't seen the Bears the past few years beat the Packers as opposed to Packers losing to them? That's fair. Yeah, I mean, 21-3, that they had no business winning that game. And the onside kick, obviously, yeah. Was it because Ohio State hadn't truly been tested? I don't think it was that. No, I don't think it was that. I think Ohio State was a good team. I think Sayan definitely fell off a little bit. But, I mean, Miami had the perfect game plan. Miami, they just... Oh, I mean, Indiana, the game against Indiana, special teams. I mean, they sucked on special teams that game. Gotta take a look at their flagrant, potentially, when we get back. 54-53. In terms of foul trouble to keep an eye out on, we got no one with more than 2. Irvine split with Miami, or Hawaii, looking for Super Northwich, yep. I don't know if it was more about tested, so much as it was Special teams was not good. And then obviously the Miami game. I mean, Miami dominated time possession. It was a perfect game plan. They're like, okay, we're just going to pound it down their throats. Free throws? Oh, we have no idea yet, Angel. If there are free throws coming up, it would be Purdue. But this might be a common foul. What team do I support? I'm a High Point fan. I went to High Point University from 2015 to 19, and I'm a High Point fan. Now, in terms of the power conferences, I grew up a Florida fan. So I do root for Florida, but my main team is High Point. So High Point University. And number one team, the Big South, beat Presbyterian today, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, if there are free throws coming up, it would be Purdue shooting them, but we have no idea yet. Could be a common foul. Or even the Bears winning against the Packers, a weekend team with some brain farting. Yes, it was. The special teams of the Packers have been special lately. It's been a while since they truly outplayed them. It's been a bit. I would say they outplayed them opening night in 2017, but then the Packers came back and won that one because Rodgers is just insane. Eggplant parm? I'm not an eggplant parm guy. I'm not an eggplant parm. 54-53 your score. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. We have a new video out about the 92 Seahawks. We're going to do some Seahawks videos since they just won the Super Bowl. We got about 300 in the chat. You guys have been awesome so far. Right, Arizona State. I'm not really a huge basketball fan with them. Don't really care about the basketball side of them. I care about the football side because I went to a lot of football games. But basketball, not so much. I'll root for them, but I'm not like a ASU basketball fan. Most overrated food. And they're reviewing this for potential flagrant. Kohler with the hook on Jacobson. Overrated food. Man, I'm really not a seafood guy. Fears, dirty player. I think there are things he does that are a bit dirty. I think it's not like Rice to Allen, where I'm comfortable saying Allen was a dirty player at Duke. Fears, he does some things that are dirty. Absolutely. But I don't think he's a dirty player. Allen was a dirty player. But if you're thinking like Allen versus Fears, no. Just a regular old common foul. I didn't think there was much to that. So, no free throws, but Purdue will get it back. Up top on the right side, Jacobson. He'll give it off with the logo to Smith. Smith on the right side, catch and shoot three! Too strong. Rebound falls for Kohler. Got called for the foul last time, gives off to Fears. Fears loses the handle, gets it back on the far side. Not PB&J guy either, no. Driving here, Kohler stripped away. Stripped away by Jacobson. James are trying to argue that was a clean block. No, the shot clock has been turned off. They're going to reset it. Charles Southern moves to the 7th win tonight. Yep. When you blame coaches or player errors when simply obvious things they screw up, I think it depends on the error. Like special teams brain farts, potentially. First free throw Kohler, no good. Like it's like, how do you not know the rules? Like drop passes every now and like depends. One-time thing versus like a pattern. I think that's what one is. One time versus a pattern. That's a big thing. They're right along Alex, yep. Second free throw for Kohler, the big man goes 1 for 2, and it's a 2-point game. We got a good one here. I'll check the largest lead in a bit, but I don't think the largest lead's been above 2 scores tonight. It's been back and forth this entire game. Benner, he checks in for the first time. It goes up top to Clough. Clough will weave it around to Smith on the right side. Smith goes up top of the point. Benner will try a 3. Line driving in. JB for 3. He was 0 for 3 from behind the arc last game against Indiana. No fear on that one, and Purdue back up by 1. Gardner Webb going to win the Big South tournament. I will give everyone a membership in this chat right now if Gardner Webb wins the Big South tournament. Fears takes it down the floor on the far side. I don't even know anyone likes Truffle Oil. You Larson 7? Appreciate you. Yep, by Purdue. Yep. So Larson 7. So 3 scores, but still incredible. Incredibly close game. Fears driving here on the near side. Bounce pass down low. With the contact foul on the hook. Cooper go to line shooting 2. That's number 4 on Purdue. Do coaches teach receiver drop pass or do it just happen? Well, I don't teach you drop pass, but more about technique in terms of corralling the ball in. I'll put it this way. In 2021, we had, thank you for the membership events. We had guys that ran to the same spot. We had guys running routes to the exact same spot. Like, I blame the coaches on that. Cooper. First free throw. Got it. Big man ties the game at 56. Garden Web loses, it's rigged. Yes, it is. I'm so glad we're on that side of the bracket. I want my upstate by 2 in the first meeting. They face off the close regular season. I want upstate to make it to the quarters, and we just demolish them. Second free throw, got it. And then just get out of a don't play Winthrop. Mom, do you have the SQB Senate? That's awesome. That's awesome. It's still in the hospital, but still, that's awesome. Glad she's going to make it. That's awesome, Keller. That's awesome. Smith. Because it's scheme. That's fair, yeah. Clough, up top it goes. Benner. Harris. Now back to Clough. Clough goes to Lawyer. Lawyer. Benner. Feeds it down low to Clough. Clough in the restricted area. Layup. Can't get it. Tight defense there by Cooper. And Tang gets the board. Gives it to Fears. I think part of the coaching thing, too, Sports Talk, is if you keep a guy in the game. Like, if a guy's dropped 3 passes, like, you keep him in. Like, that's a coaching issue at that point. That's like, okay, that's on you for keeping him in. If that makes sense. Fears. Pick on the right side, set by Cooper, pick and roll, and tripped up is Fears. And he's in some pain. Still on the ground. He's not getting up just yet. 5 fouls on Purdue. He is getting up now, that's good to see. But he is walking off with a bit of a limp. Trying to shake it off. Jumping him down by the half-court logo. And it looks like he's going to be okay. Yeah, tripped up. Sweep the leg. Clough on that one. She's optimistic. Oh, that sucks. Yep, that's Clough sweeping the leg on that one. Common foul, but could have been a bit more than that. Reserve missed a 3. Charles Southern wins. Oh, let's go. Even better. Post up here on the far side on Clough. It's Cooper. Cooper kicks it back up top. Tang, 3 ball. Got it. Sparty back up by 4. Right, most parts hard to distinguish where the players and coaches are blamed for certain things. Hard to put direct judgment. Yeah, I think it's one of those things if it's a one-time thing. But like kickers. Like if a kicker is bad and you try a long field goal, that's on you. Stolen away by Tang. Carr, the slam! Take it off from the Big Ten logo! Windmill! Are you kidding me? Carr! Air Jordan on that one! Largest lead for Sparty tonight! Clough up top, blocking foul against Fears, team's 5th. Oh my goodness! I want to cut that one, Fractal, if they do it. That last one, Benner, bad pass to Clough. Tang got the steal. Carr, he took off from the Big Ten logo. Windmill! Thank you very much! The Michigan State Spartans of the Harlem Globetrotters right now. Oh my goodness. Feeds it left side. Corner 3. Benner. Can't get it. Rebound for Carr. They're on a 7-0 run. Right there, Larson was 3. Yep, now they're up by 6. Yeah, that's where Sports Dog, yep. Who screwed up clock situations, 4th down, field goal. Yep. Punting and whatnot. Carr, pick on the right side. Goes to top to Cooper. Cooper, near side for Fears. Fears will feed across court. Extra pass up top, back to Tang. Tang to Carr at the point. Goes back to Fears for the left side, set by Carr. No, to not taking for either side yet. Fears, he'll try a 3. Air ball. And out of play. Before the shot clock violation. Fears, ambitious shot there. Home Globetrotters, I mean, that was an insane dunk by Carr. Michigan State's going to get 3 top 10 nominees tonight. Michigan State's going to be Mayer, 18 points off the bench. Last time out against Indiana, 4 for 5 from 3. Big one there. Now Tang on the far side. Gives it off. Cooper trying to post up on Kaufman-Wren. 12 on the clock. Help defense arrives, and Mayer now waves off one-on-one. Baby floater. Got it from the far block. They had help defense. Waved it off. There was a frame drop refresh. Yeah, I didn't see anything, but... Yeah, clock stuff drives me nuts. Yeah, why do you think I have a job at this point with dumb decisions? Now on the right side here, Smith. Driving. Feeds it down low. Double teamed. Underhanded pass. Kaufman-Wren. Got it. On the 2-handed slam. You tell someone else both with upstate. Yeah, the bottom of the comments is not that good. The middle, there's not a suppression in the middle, but the bottom is not great. Clock stopped with 8:06. Not sure what for. I think there's a substitution taking place. Not sure what the clock stopped, but 3-point game. Tang will check out. The Spartans with 8 to go. This has been a fun one so far. This has been I think one of my favorite games of the season so far. It's a call. This has been really, really entertaining. back and forth whether they don't clock magic coaches whatsoever. It's funny, the Ravens had one. The Ravens with Harbaugh had a guy telling Harbaugh when to take timeouts, go for it and whatnot, and it's funny because they were always on the receiving end of dumb decisions. Wojcik gives off on the far side, back on the way here for Scott. Scott picks up his dribble, goes up top of the point for Cooper. Cooper, weaving it around, goes to Wojcik. Wojcik on the far side at the elbow. Now feeds it down low. Carr posting up, double teamed. They will get a foul as Carr fell down, number 6 on Purdue. One more there in the bonus. 7:47 to go. I'll put a poll up. This has been a wild game between two of the best teams in the nation. Let's see, maybe Peacock? Yep. Yeah, I'm with you. It's like Michigan, Nebraska. Why was that on Peacock? You know, I don't like streaming exclusive games. But I appreciate all you guys being here with me as I give you the updates on it. Appreciate all you guys a ton. Can hit that like button, subscribe if you're not done so already. We are over 71.5 thousand subscribers. We've gained about 40 subs since this game started because you guys are awesome. And if you want to join the fam and become a member, we have emojis in the chat. We have the Purdue emojis. We have the Michigan State emojis. I'm not doing OT tonight. I usually do a post-game show afterwards. I'm not doing it tonight. But, yeah, this might be one of the best streams so far on the channel. Absolutely. Yeah, this has been a fun game. We'll see how it ends. But so far, A+ the first 32 minutes. A+. It's been a fun one. I'm going to redirect you guys to Dr. D once the stream is done. Favorite college basketball to call so far this year? Oh, man. I mean, this one's great. To call this year. Best year to commentary I found. Appreciate you a ton, Josh, on that one. Appreciate you a ton. Hornets win. Man. Man, yeah, when Knippel's firing all cylinders, he's so good. It might be this one. We did a game earlier that had a crap call at the end. There was a crap foul call that did it. I think it was Santa Clara against Utah Tech, if I'm not mistaken. That might have been the one. That was a good game. I mean, my favorite one all time that I've called was High Point beating Winthrop in the Big South Championship last year, where we were down by 16 with 16 to go, put the bench in, and then just came back. That was my favorite one to call ever. But appreciate you on, Josh. Yeah, we stream every day on the channel. We do college basketball every day. We do World Baseball Classic, NFL, college football, UFL, baseball, World Cup. We did the Winter Olympics. We did a ton of Winter Olympics action this year, including USA Canada gold medal final. We got 150,000 viewers on that one, which is just insane to think about. So, we do everything. We stream every day. I don't take days off. And I post videos every day as well about the weird and the wacky history of the NFL. So, I do a lot of stuff. You need to watch how soon? Yeah. The range of emotions is just nuts. I think I did Big South and A-Sun Championship on the same stream. But yeah, the range of emotions is nuts. It was Big South and A-Sun. I combined them into one. Yeah, World Classic is going to be fun. Yeah, USA, Japan, Dominican Republic. Gonna be a lot of good teams in this one. I'm not crazy about what Scooball's doing. Not crazy about Scooball. I think that's wrong, what Scooball's doing. Seahawks have to be good for the rest of the time, or else your thumbnail is going to get a lot of usage. Yep. Well, that's one of the 3 thumbnails. I have 3 different thumbnails. I'm doing a test run on that one. So we'll see which one YouTube says does the best. But I'm guessing you got that one. I'm guessing you got the giant one with Seattle, but it's not Seattle. Guessing you got that one. But yeah, I like that thumbnail. Evergreen thumbnail. 54% around Michigan State to win this one. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of the World Baseball Classic. Starts on Wednesday. We live for that. How much World Baseball do I plan to stream? Most of it. I don't know about the final. The problem is if the final is the same day as the first 4, the same exact time. If USA's in the final and the numbers are good, we'll do that instead of first 4. Other than that, we won't do the final, but we'll do pretty much everything. What is Scooball doing? He's going to pitch one game and then leave. So he's not... So my worst offense ever? One? Yeah, this one, yeah. Yeah, you didn't get that. So that's not the thumbnail. Yep, that's not the thumbnail I got then. Fears. Driving inside. On the far side. You know, that's not the one then. March Madness start 2.5 weeks. Crossed over here by the free throw line. Looking to pull up. Now floats it for the Big Ten logo after moving around on better. Got it. 5-point game. First 4 equals NBA Cup. That's not true. What about Scooball? Basically, he's going to pitch against Great Britain and then leave the team. He's going to be there for one game and one game only and then leave. Which is like, no, that's not the point. You represent your country, you stay the entire time. Yeah, no, he's going to start against Great Britain, and then, yeah, there's a third one, JP. Yep. Foul Michigan State, that's our 6th. Yeah, Scooball's going to leave the team after the Great Britain game. And it's like, if they make the final, I'll come back and join the team, but if not, like, it's like, that's not fair. Where did I hear that with Scooball? I'll link it. Lab on the right side, foul, and Kaufman Ray going to the line, shooting 2 as they're in the bonus. 7:07. Why he wants to be with the Tigers, which I get, but at the same time, you're representing your country. If you're gonna play in a tournament, you play for the whole thing or don't be there at all. Well, Skeen's, I mean, that makes sense making 2 starts, but he's staying there the whole time. Scooball's leaving. Right. Skeen's making 2 starts, so that's fine because there's group play and then there's like that's one thing. I don't care about that. I don't care about making 1 or 2 starts. I don't care about that. But first free throw was no good for Kaufman Ren. About 63% of the line this year. But he's leaving the team and then coming back if they make the final. Which I don't like that. You stay with your team the whole way. Money related? No, not money related. Same free throw is good. 1 for 2. I don't care about how many starts you make. That's one thing. It's you stay with your team the whole time. You're gonna be in the tournament. Alley-oop there. Fears tries to feed it to Cooper and finds his man, but Cooper can't get the put in. And rebound by Kaufman Ren. Take it down the right side now with Smith. Signal about the low ball. I mean, the arbitration was insane. The $19 million difference in arbitration is nuts. Mayer dumps it down low to Kaufman Ren. Trying to post up on the left side. Garnered by Cooper. Goes up top. Great ball movement. Right corner 3. Conks can't get it to go. Great ball movement. They're swinging it around. Rebound falls for Michigan State. And Fears takes it down with 6.5 to go. Feeds it to the far side. Pump fake on the 3. Working on Mayer. Holds his dribble. And now Scott back to the logo for Fears. Yeah, I'm with you, Josh. Yep, exactly. I care how many starts you make. I get that. I'm not saying have guys pitch on 3 days rest, but you're going to be with your team, be with your team. 3, 2, puts up a shot. Contested 3, can't get it. Tight defense there by Smith as he closes down. Brazil, Great Britain, Houston. Oh, nice. Have a good time. Not going to be a lot of fans for that one, I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's not going to be a ton of fans for that game, but have a great time. Now on the right side here, Smith driving. Smith looking to feed to the corner. Finds his man. Mayer, 3. Can't get it on the left side, but Smith gets the board. Throws it off the foot of Cooper, and it should be staying with Michigan State, or Purdue. Actually, there's going to be a foul on Cooper beforehand. So 1-1 coming up. All good, Detroit. Yep. They came out like 2 days ago, so it's like, we never got a chance to talk about it, though. Your top 2 seeds are locked in. Yep, High Point, Winthrop, opposite sides of the bracket. Just what I want. Now we need Winthrop to lose some games. Now we need Winthrop to just lose before the final, and we're okay. Though I'll lose my mind if we lose the final to a team not named Winthrop. I'll lose my mind. If we lose to Winthrop, I'm going to hate it, but it's like I expect to lose. If we lose to a team not named Winthrop, I'm going to be fuming. Oh my God, you have no idea. First one of the 1-1, and that one's good for Smith. Senior guard knocks down the first. Oh, I have no idea, RFK. US Mexico too expensive? Yep, it was the same way at Chase Field. I saw USA play, I believe, Great Britain 3 years ago in Arizona. That was not expensive at all. It was a run rule game, too. But US Mexico way too expensive. Not surprised. 2 for those are by Smith, 2-point game. Now on the near side again is Scott behind the line, picking the left side, set by Kohler. Scott crossing over, goes up top on the far side of Fears. Fears drives inside. Feeds it down low. Ward. Cam Ward with the 2-handed slam. More feeling than the Jags loss? Depends how they lose, but yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Knippel's so good. Knippel should win Rookie of the Year. Flag's incredible. I think Flag's going to be a better player going forward, but Knippel should win Rookie of the Year. Winthrop is good this year. Yeah, Duncombe's the best player in the conference. Yeah, they're a good team this year. They're always good. Smith on the right side, driving here, loses the handle, poked away by Ward, feeds it to Fears, and Fears will take it down. Well, they're tied. Okay, JP. Yeah, 2026 is a crazy year for sports. World Cup, World Baseball Classic, Winter Olympics. I mean, odd number of years are hard in terms of getting through the offseason. Even number of years, no shortage of content. On the far side here, Fears. Again, they're going left to right. Purdue right to left. Picking the left side, set by Kohler. Up top for Kohler. Working on Kaufman right now, goes near side behind the arc for Scott. Scott from the far elbow, picks up his dribble, now goes out wide. Kohler, 3-ball before the shot clock. Misses short, but Scott gets the board and fouled. 1-1 coming up. So he got fouled on the rebound attempt. Why does no one stream the game? They just always have them on YouTube. Because copyright, that's why. Because they would get their channel removed and they get taken down. That's why. So we will try to, but then the streams get taken down. You get here early enough, people are streaming the game on YouTube, but then it gets taken down because it's not like that. Rather get March Madness Autobid gets Selection Sunday. For High Point, Autobid. I mean, March Selection Sunday. Which is not going to happen, but I would rather get in, because it means, oh, we have a really good resume. It means, oh, the committee really likes us. I'll just get a higher seed, because we can't be lower than the 11. We can't be lower than the 11 at that point. So at the line for the 1-1 is Scott. Also means Big South gets some respect, and it means that, okay, we don't necessarily have to rely on Johnson City necessarily. First free throw was good. We got an at-large in soccer, and we got an at-large in volleyball one time. And it was so rewarding doing that. Like, when you didn't know it was coming. Kim Martin deserved credit? Yeah, I think so. He's a good player. Scott, second free throw. Got it. 2 for 2 that trip. 6-point game. And I matched in Big South currently Gardner Webb against Upstate. Hopefully Gardner Webb wins if that's a match and we get a smoke Gardner Webb. Because Upstate, they give us... They can play with us to some extent. Gardner Webb cannot play with us. You know, it's on Peacock. That's the whole point. They want you to pay for Peacock. Lawyer, up top it goes. Fakes the 3. Benner. Near side. Mayer. Clough trying to post up on the left block on Kohler. Skyhook. Off the back of the rim. Can't get help. Defense arrives with Carr. And then Carr gets the strong board. That's the whole point, Liam. Which I get. I hate it. I hate that's the way it's going. But Fears driving here. In the restricted area. Layup. Got it. Largest lead today. Bolson gonna smoke. We're gonna smoke Gardner Webb. I think we won the first 2 games for like 70 combined points. So, Suns first baseball game, a World Baseball Classic game. That's gonna be awesome. And it could be quick too. It could be a run roll game too. So, timeout Purdue with 4:05 to go. Watch Gardner Webb be the Cinderella this year. We went to the first Gardner Webb game. We were up like 26-0 to start the game. I'll put a poll up. Michigan State in front by 8. Looking to go on the road. And get the win against a red-hot Purdue team, win their 3rd straight game, go to 23-5. Again, this is a big game in the Big Ten. Gonna win, maybe teasing me? Yep, have him right where I want him. At least my team plays good when I'm not watching them. It always works that way. It's like my team plays good when I don't bet on them. when I bet on them, they can't shoot. No way, minus 400 lose my parlay? Oof, yeah. Charles face Winthrop in the quarters, so I think stand right now? No, it's not. That's not a bad matchup. Winthrop can go down. It's not bad. Can Gardner Webb before the 8-9 game? No. I don't think so. I don't think they can. Again, top 4 seeds get a triple bye in the Big Ten tournament. They get a triple bye. Obviously, we know both these teams are in March Madness. They're in the tournament. We know that. That's not a debate. But Purdue could fall off the 2 line. This would be a big game here for Florida. Florida could jump up to the 2 line with this result. With the way they're playing, Florida, with their winning streak and the way they're looking, all the quad 1 wins they've got, most in the nation, they could jump up to the 2 line with this result right now. So Florida fans watching this with a keen eye. Poker Stars. I played all my poker games. I'm not sure about Poker Stars. I played a lot of poker games back in the 2000s and 2010s. Played Texas Hold'em every night. Teams of the Rockies games. The Rockies games require getting hammered. You watch from a real baseball team. Where they ends up Minnesota. I think it gets straight to the Vikings. Or the Niners if the Niners trade Mac Jones. Mac Jones no longer there. I could see him in San Fran. But other than that, I think Minnesota is a likely spot. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. I'm excited for that. Yeah, Bob Costas coming back for the throwback game. I love it. I love a good throwback game. I love me a good throwback game. But again, right now, Michigan's got a top 4 seed locked up. You have Illinois, Nebraska, Purdue, Michigan State fighting for 3 spots to get a top 4 seed in the Big Ten, get a triple bye in the tournament in Indy. You have 3 years after being a 4th overall pick. Colts have agreed to part ways via trade. And the mighty have fallen. It's like everyone saw Josh Allen and was like, I can make my own Josh Allen. A raw prospect that was not good in college but has the tools. And no one knows how to do it. The Lions next year, I don't know about the defense. I don't like Petzing as on the staff. Petzing was terrible in Arizona, so I'm not crazy about him. Lions got to stay healthy. Defense needs a lot of work. Poker on stream? I would do it, yeah. I would do poker on stream at some point. Mac Jones there, trade to look like. Mac Jones probably goes for maybe a 3rd round pick. AR probably a 4th round pick. Yeah, baseball March Madness, can't wait for that. And we'll be live for that. We'll be live on stream for that. We're going to be live for a lot. I'm a D-backs season ticket holder, so everyone on the D-backs is dying. Everyone on the D-backs is just dead at this point, injury-wise, so it's going to be a fun season. Yeah, Florida be seeded by Purdue even before this game? I don't know, but this will help. This will definitely help them on their quest for the 2 line. Back up top here, Mayer. Largest lead for the Spartans today. If it's better than Brosmer and Wednesday, Lex. Up top, it goes for Benner. They need some backup help. Mayer. Feeds it down low to Kaufman Wren. At the 2nd block. Goes back up top. Tries a 3. Got it. Jack Benner, JB for 3. 5-point game. Eagles controlling the Ohio Valley with a win. Oh, man. Purdue now 50% behind the arc. Another good shooting game for the Boilers after shooting 56% behind the arc against Indiana last time out. Up top for Fears, 3:22 to go. If you know you don't, that Dave Mustaine. There you go. Back on the right side by Cooper. Fears goes out wide, fakes the 3. Scott driving inside on the near side, floats it from the third block, gets the friendly rollover. Kaufman-Wren adds up to a 7-point game. Yeah, to get the triple bye, yeah, this is a big game for the triple bye. Big game there. Hey, it's worse than that Chiefs guy. Worse than Minshew. At least Minshew doesn't take plays off. Up top, Kaufman-Wren. Oladukin? No, not Oladukin. I'm taking Richards over Oladukin. Off the dribble, Smith for 3 on the right side. Got it. Back-to-back threes. And number 3 for 3. Purdue over 50% behind the arc. It's a 4-point game. Purdue a 38% three-point shooting team on the season. And Smith has now got a double-double. 10 points, 10 assists. Double team feeds it to Carr by the free throw line. Extra pass, Fears near side 3. That one circles out. Rebound for Benner. Taking it down now with Smith on the right side. Smith cross it over. He'll drive from the right block. Layup, got it! Over Scott, 2-point game! Smith up to 12. And Michigan State, Izzo calling a timeout with 2:08. 3 straight buckets for the Boilers. They're not done yet. Yeah, pretty much, JP. You're not wrong on that. I'm excited to see Itani Yamamoto. Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see the Japanese team. I'll put another poll up. Both teams 2 timeouts at their disposal. What a game so far. Oh, man. One of the best games of the season. 74-72. By far the best game I've called on stream for college basketball. By far. It's not even close. No recency bias at all. Top 15 matchup, living up to the hype and then some. I was on the call for the St. John's game yesterday, which St. John's, if you didn't watch that game, did not get a field goal the final 17 and a half minutes. So this is like watching a different sport right now. After watching the St. John's game yesterday, it's like watching a different sport. Yeah, the hype with reaction, yep, that was awesome. Yeah, it was like the monkey off my back. Like, it was our first time ever in the tournament. It was like for years. This was the monkey off our back. And now we got a taste of it. I want more. I want so much more. High Point lost to Purdue in the tournament last year. Yeah, close we get to a Jaguars game live? Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. You're not wrong there. Purdue, 3 for their last 3. A 5-0 run. Not that that's much of a run, but Smith leads the way with 12 points now. One of 3 players in double figures alongside Kaufman-Wren and Clough. Got Michigan State +7 over. Well, the over hit. I want to cut that one, Mako. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, the thing is, it's going to be free throws potentially. Free throws could be the problem down the stretch. Yeah, but 141, yeah, you got that. You got that regardless. So we're at 146 right now. Now we got a taste of losing. I want so much more of that. Yep. Now if we could pull, I mean, we have the, it's not like, it'd be different. We're like a 16, perpetual 15 or 16 seed, but like we have the talent to maybe get an upset. I don't think we're going to, but like with the right matchup, you never know. Lawyer Smith threw the ball. Yep. Well, Smith right now has gotten the ball. He's gotten the last 5 points for him. But it's a straight nice. He's gotten the last 5 points. Purdue's not backing down yet. Nope. The footage remembering statement. Yeah, they could have been auction off. They did that before. I have seats in my office from when they did the renovations before in the club section. I got 2 seats from the old stadium before they did the renovation in the club in 2015. So I'm a bit surprised they didn't auction off some of the seats. It's a rare whiff on the Jaguars' part, because I think a lot of people would have been in on that. Let's start saving it for 27. Might be saving the auction for 27. What team I most want round 1? I just want to get there first. I want to get there first. But who I want most round 1? A team that doesn't have size. In terms of a matchup, a team that doesn't have size. We're not good on, I don't think we'd be good on the boards. I want a team that doesn't have size, where we would not allow a lot of second chance points. Like Purdue had size, and that was bad last year. So they got boards. All right, two to go. Here we go. Locking in. Up top it goes for Kohler. Kohler driving inside on the far side. Spins around from the second block. Puts up the floater. Gets the friendly roll. Yeah, about time PEACOCK. Yeah, it looks silly like that. Looks silly like that. Otani Yamamoto, Public Enemy #1 in Canada? No, fiction on that. Fiction. Easy fiction. No, #1 Public Enemy in Canada right now is Hughes. Up top, and a Hellebuck. 3-ball, fakes it, better, driving, floats it up from the left block, got it. They're 4 for their last 4, back to a 2-point game. Yeah, I like the fair catch kick rule and OPI being 10 yards. Yeah, how quick it can change. Yep. How to get those? You could buy them. It was like $200. You could buy your seat. Up top it goes Kohler because they had like 10,000. 3-ball, line drive, well too short. Picard gets the board, back to Kohler. He'll try again. The other one misses short again. Purdue, better against the board. A chance to tie. Best Purdue quarterback? Ooh, a greasier Breeze. I think Breeze was better. High point, they're not getting a 9. They're not going to be higher than a 12. Crossover here is Smith. Smith on the right side, goes up top for better. Better, deep 3 for the lead. Can't get it, misses short. After 4 straight possessions with points, they come empty-handed. Michigan State taking it down. They're going to hold the play. Both teams 2 timeouts. Michigan State will use one here as Fears will take one on the near side with 20 on the shot clock. Yeah, we were just talking about sports on that one. Your best 3 quarterbacks is Breeze, Greasy and Dawson have good shots. Face Miami as an 8 seed, I would hate that. But would not be a bad matchup, but I would hate that. That wouldn't be right. All right, 2-point game. Michigan State, 20 on the shot clock. What a game so far. I mean, a 12 versus 14? Oh, well, that would suck. That wouldn't be possible. I mean, if we do that, that means we're an at-large. I would love that. If we're a 12 versus 4 as an at-large, yeah, of course I would take that. But a conference champion can't be a 12 as a first 4. Purdue is 2. Michigan State is 1. How about it's booed? Fact. Gary Nelson just unfollowed me. Yep. Take high point on Miami, Ohio? Oh, I don't know about that, but so we're looking against UAB. Highest possible seed from Miami, Ohio? I would say is 7. I go 7 seed. Yeah, high point have like 1 loss to get a 9 seed. Yeah, it would not be possible. It's not happening. Highest you guys are 12. I can see us get a 12 realist. Promise we don't have, like, we didn't look good against UAB, but I think we have a better chance because of our resume this year than last year, getting a better seed than a 13 like we did last year. Could be a 12, be a low 12. Be a low 12, high 13. Obviously, depends on what happens in the MAC. I think the MAC's going to be a big tell, because obviously Miami's not going to be a 12, but Akron would be a 12. So, that could change things a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see. Gotta take care of business against whoever we play in Johnson City. But it's where all of a sudden, how's it going, Joe? Yep. Yeah, we're not doing OT tonight. Obviously, if this game goes OT, we'll do OT for the game. 23 Louisville, all-time high point team. Oh, 2013 Louisville, that's easy. Though John Brown will give people fits. John Brown's so good. He just won, like, first team All-Australia League. Miami, Ohio has not played anybody, but still really impressive. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough... even with that schedule, to go to 28 straight wins is great. High point of non-conference play, they lost to, I believe... They lost to UAB. They lost to I think a Horizon League team. Southeast Illinois or something like that? Southern Illinois? Yeah, Southern Illinois. Fears. Pick from the back. Fears on the left side, on the near side. 5 on the shot clock. Spins around. Fears. Bounce pass to the free throw line. Carr spins around. Puts it up as the shot clock expires. Can't get it. And never hit the rim. Shot clock violation. Shot clock turned off, and Purdue's going to get it back. Best side by team prior to 24, 2016. My freshman year, that team was really good. Yeah, targeting second half of the game won't be suspended for the first half. It's first offense only. I like that rule. I like that. Any teams worrying me besides Winthrop in conference tournament? No. No, if we play our game, no one worries me besides Winthrop. UTM gets a 3. All right. Timeout, Purdue. Any fan at 7 through 9 Seahawks reserves where they got in the 21st century? Absolutely. That 2-14 team averaging about 8.5 points per game? Yep. What a game. Yeah, Miami, Ohio has to win to feel safe. I mean, they should be in regardless. I mean, if you don't put a 1-loss team in, what's the whole point of the regular season? But to feel safe, I mean, if you're a 1-bid league, more often than not, you got to win to feel safe. Do you burn the clock here? I would try and go with 8. I don't want to burn the clock. I'm not putting a shot up before 8, unless it's wide open. But you give yourself a chance at a putback, and if you can't get it, Michigan State gets it, you foul, and you still have 6 seconds to go down the floor. Yeah, exactly, Gio. Start taking like 8 or 9 seconds. Yep. The Myra trade video? Maybe at some point, yeah. St. John's gets shot second half. Yeah, they made 2. But then not the final 17 and a half minutes. Streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure yet. We're doing a Q&A overtime. We're going to do a Q&A overtime stream, but we might do Michigan, Illinois. We do that. I can't do overtime. We might do an OT stream before, then Michigan, Illinois afterwards. Have not decided, but that might be the plan. High point rant. Chase Johnson, when he's on fire, is on fire. I mean, that was insane. Job's not done, obviously. Job's not done. Obviously, what matters is what happens in Johnson City. It's the nature of the beast, but heck of a season so far. High point good, 96 to 97. They were not D1 at that point, so we moved up to D1 in 99. Yeah, 24 missed shots in the game for St. John's. It was bad. Cash for sure. Makes sense. Yep, as long as he got a profit. Yeah, Hadel was coming first. Yep. Yeah, the Hadel trade vid's going to be a doozy. A WAS smoothie. Was that Halibut same sound like Halibut? Yes. I thought so too for the longest time. For the longest time I thought it was Halibut. Charleston rent? Oh, thank God they beat Winthrop. We got Gene with a 5. Appreciate you a ton. Were they good? I don't recall if they were good or not. I think the women's team was good. I don't recall on the men's side. Appreciate you, Gene. Which hockey game do you want? On the right side of your screen. I'll get you on the call for. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, Stokes, tight end coach was god-awful. Yeah, that was insane. Couldn't coach, could relate to people. Yep. It's always a good sign. They put a second back on the clock, 26 seconds. Purdue has possession. Timeout on the floor. Michigan State is fouled. They don't need to foul. I wouldn't foul here if I'm Michigan State. He'll they come out? I'm not sure. That'll be a long one. Oklahoma defeats Alabama State 32-0. Oof. Almost at him. Almost at him. You have everything today's video. Click link above. Here we go. 76-74. Purdue going right to left. Here we go. 26 seconds. We got up about 500 in the chat. Let's do this thing. Inbound here. Smith will take it down. No fouls to give. Smith on the left side. Cross it over. How quick will they go? Shot clock turned off. Smith goes near side on the left side. Trying to dump it down low for Kaufman-Wren. Finds his man. One-on-one. Guarded by Cooper. Will put up the baby hook. Too strong. Rebound for Ward. And foul with 8 seconds. 1-1 coming up. You scored 36 a couple weeks ago. Yep. Fact fiction. Purdue State top 10. They lose. Fact. It's a great game. Great game. Missed it on the baby hook. Got the one-on-one matchup. Kaufman-Wren inside. Couldn't get it. That was the look they were going for. Now a 1-1 for Michigan State. 2 free throws can put this thing on ice. Here we go. 1-1. Cam Ward at the line. Only 49% this season at the charity stripe. You had to foul. If you're going to foul, this is the guy to do it. 48% at the line this season. It was 50% last game against Ohio State. Here we go. First of the 1-1 for Ward. Into the band. Clanks it. Too strong. Purdue gets it. They'll go down the floor. Lawyer. 4, 3. Lawyer. Stoppage with 3.4. And no fouls to give. He missed it. Timeout, Purdue. Yeah, that was insane, Sports Talk. Yep, it was insane. Who missed it? Kaufman-Wren? Kaufman-Wren missed the floater. Yeah, Kaufman-Wren missed the floater. And then Ward missed the free throw. Put 100 on Michigan. Stay at plus 5,500. Oh, man. Whew. Plus 5,500? Where'd you get those odds? Where'd you get plus... You mean plus 500, right? Yeah, not 5,500. Those are insane odds. I would have taken that any day of the week. So, I mean, that's not, man. I don't know why they wait that long to timeout. They want to advance the ball. Want to advance across half court. That's why. 3.4. Again, this is a team that's shooting very well from 3. 50% this game behind the arc. Smith and Lawyer each have 2. If you put Cox in, he's 2 for 3 behind the arc. If you're going for that, obviously, no real chance at a putback with 3.4. You would think Smith is the go-to guy here. He's have a hot hand the final 2 minutes. And dumb ads, yep. I don't control them, unfortunately. Got a betting ad, text size games, baby. Well, they have the ball across half court. Plus 100, yeah, that makes more sense. Still very good odds. Last chance to dance, yep. And winner of this game in a very good spot for a top 4 seed in the Big Ten tournament, getting that triple bye. Top 15 matchup, living up to the hype. One of the best games of the season. By far the best game I've called all year. Lawyer going to inbound from the far side. You figure the play is to give it to Smith. Leading scorer tonight. He got the rally started with 2 minutes to go. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Over on Peacock, Michigan State will use their final timeout. Put the clock on 4 seconds. Nope, 3.4. 3.4. Triple on the line. Yep. East Gilbert Tree. Yep. How many get a first round win? We'll see. We'll see. It depends what matchup they get, because I'm not crazy about their rebounding abilities. If they shoot the 3, if they're cold, they're hot, but if they're cold, it would be a wild night. Warsaw, you to my phone, ads are up while you say want to speak. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I don't control the ads on this. I don't control the ads. If we're up to me, we go commercial free for the final 2 minutes of the game, obviously, because I hate when that happens. But we got a lot in the chat right now. 71,520 in terms of subscribers. Click the link above to watch today's video as well. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Can Michigan State go on the road and pull this one off? This is the first and only meeting between these teams in the regular season. But obviously could very well play in Indianapolis in the Big Ten tournament. All right. What a game. What a finish. Can Purdue get the comeback here? Down by 8 with about 4 to go. Can they pull it off? Smith gets the inbound. Half-court heave! Off the backboard and no good! Oh, I do not like that play call. I'm fine giving it to Smith, but that's the best look. Half-court heave. A half-court heave. Yeah, it's in Chicago this year. My bad on that. Yep. Yeah, not Indy. It's Chicago. I'm so used to being in Indy. Off the back of the rim in Michigan State for the first time in 12 years. Wins in West Lafayette. They take it 76-74. Not the greatest look there. You got to your go-to guy, but not crazy about that call. What a game. They couldn't meet for round 2 in Chicago. Yeah, well, that was I don't like that call at all. Especially because Carr was guarding Smith. That's great defense. You knew it was going to Smith, and Izzo knew that all the way. So what you do is you put Carr on him. You know it's a catch and shoot, so you don't have to worry about him driving by. You put your forward on him, 6'6". He's got the height advantage. Put your big forward on Smith. Make it that much harder. Yeah, they were inbounded past half court. They were. They did. They inbounded past half court. That was the shot. No, they inbounded past half court. Yeah, I don't like the play call. It was so obvious, too. Carr was on him. It was a great play by Carr defensively to close down. Smith finishes with 12, but can't finish with 15. And Purdue, despite a valiant effort to come back down 8, in a back-and-forth game, they will lose by 2. Michigan State goes to 13-4 in the conference. Purdue drops to 12-5. And Michigan State, alongside Illinois, Nebraska, and obviously Michigan, puts themselves in a very good spot to get that triple bye in Chicago. Yeah, time to call a half-court shot. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Not crazy about it, especially because Izzo's still in a timeout, so you put Carr on Smith. I mean, that was great. That was great. Just have Carr on Smith no matter what. Put your big guy on him, that big forward up, stretch it. You don't have to worry about him driving. Yep. Not crazy about that call by Painter. Yep. Sure, I don't have to worry about court storm states 5 months. No, I will not. Nope. After Monday. Nope. Although, you still would with conference tournaments go into higher seeded places. Conference tournaments at higher seeded places, you would. So, yeah. Being a cheerleader, having to hype up the crowd when everyone's heartbroken. I can imagine the band. The band having to play the fight song after a heartbreaking loss. Like, that part sucks. That part sucks. Yeah, Indiana-Michigan State, big game. The rematch, or not the rematch, but Indiana-Michigan State on Sunday. I think we're going to be on the call. I'm not sure if we're on the call for that game or the game before that. I think we're on the call for the game before that with Purdue. Yeah, Purdue, yeah, they made it close. It was a great game. Phenomenal game. But Smith, just that final inbound play. Great job there by Izzo. Just having Carr shadow Smith, step up, guard him. Because you don't have to worry about driving with 3.8. Great job there. And Michigan State goes on the road and wins in West Lafayette for the first time in 12 years. Michigan State wins this one. That's now 4 in a row for them. They get Indiana on the road on Sunday. Meanwhile, Purdue, after losing this one, they're second in their last 3. They lost to Michigan and Michigan State. They play Ohio State on the road. I think we're on the call for that game. I remember that one. Yep. I remember the crying flute player. Although that was more, to be fair, that wasn't about the loss. The crying flute player, I get that. Spartans does have more often. That was the last time she ever played the song. Because the band doesn't do stuff in the spring. So that was her last game ever. I get that completely. The crying flute player I sympathize with entirely. It has nothing to do with the game. It's more, man, these 4 years, it's over. Like, I spent 4 years here. I made all these memories in the band. I lived out here with a marching band, and it's over. it sucks. Like, it's almost like, what now? I get that completely. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often with the crying flute player. I'm actually surprised it doesn't happen more often. If a sport unlike college football or conference tournament games actually matter, there you go. Unless it's Sunday. Like, whoever wins Big Ten, SEC does not matter, because obviously the bracket's decided by that point. As we see by the committee, we try to fool ourselves every year that, it's going to matter this year. Conference championship is going to matter this year, regardless of what happens. And no, it never does. Big Ten, SEC, it's locked in. But Purdue, Ohio State, we might be on the call for that game on Sunday. I'll let you know over on CBS. Purdue finishes with Ohio State, Northwestern, and then they close against Wisconsin on Saturday. And then Michigan State, Indiana, Rutgers, then on the road at Ann Arbor. Trying to sound the Ranger game. Nice. Local big storytelling. Yep. Yeah, but just about the loss, that'd be one thing. Then absolutely, me by all means. Right. I'm not talking about the 1-bid leagues, but the leagues where you get everyone in, the brackets decided by that point. Like last year, I mean, that was insane. Big Ten always gets hosed. The Big Ten always gets hosed with their brackets. Like, it doesn't matter what happens in the conference championship. It's like, you're slocked as that seed. You're locked in completely. It makes no sense. All right, so, on that note, I appreciate you guys' time. I'm going to redirect you guys to Dr. D, because I know he's doing this game. Big time wow on that one, Summer. Big time wow. You guys have been awesome. Again, we're going to do an OT stream tomorrow, then maybe the Illinois-Michigan game. I'm not decided on that one yet, but we will be doing an OT stream tomorrow. New video should be dropping tomorrow as well, hopefully. But a new video is out about the 92 Seahawks, so click the link above if you want to watch it. Appreciate you guys a ton. Michigan State, for the first time in 12 years, wins in West Lafayette. They take it by 2. 76-74 your final. Take care, and I will see you guys later tomorrow. Take care. See you soon.